Hockey Night in Canada in association with the NHL and Sportsnet.
Wow, hockey's crazy. These guys are so big and strong and fast. It's the best. It's Chad Smith from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. This is Hockey Night in Canada. Let's go!
It's time to turn things up a notch on the greatest stage. It's Saturday night, and wherever you are, we're sure glad you could join us.
My love of hockey began, I grew up outside of Detroit, Michigan. Wanted to be a goalie, of all things. There is some correlation, I think, between being the kind of the backstop or the heart, or you're the one kind of calling the shots.
Oh, did you see that? Brilliant stuff.
Obviously, growing up outside of Detroit, I'm a big Red Wings fan, so still am. You see how talented and how great these young players are, just incredible.
To the net! What a beauty! What a shot!
You can't stop them. You can only hope to contain them.
Can't stop, addicted to the shindig. Chop, chop, he says I'm gonna win big. Choose not a life of imitation. This is constitute the reservation.
You have to go see a game live. When you go to a game, it's just like, there's nothing like it. It's just so fun.
This atmosphere is remarkable. Is there anywhere you'd rather be?
Can't stop the spirits when they need you. This life is more than just a read-through.
Hello, Canada and hockey fans of the United States and Newfoundland.
This is Hockey Night in Canada on Sportsnet. You want action? We've got action for you here tonight.
Oh, did you see that?
What a performance. Doesn't get any better than this.
What a play! What a goal! He's got a step. He's in alone.
There's a chance for Crosby.
He scores!
Absolutely amazing.
Well, first of all, Chad Smith, Red Hot Chili Peppers, that's your town, and thank you for a sensational open to Hockey Night in Canada. The fastest right foot behind a kit in the history of music. 120 albums the Chili Peppers have sold, but it's not just that for him. He's done so much in the industry, and as I say, just a great opening, Chad. Thank you kindly. Montreal and the Winnipeg Jets do battle. That's always a hot ticket at Canada Life. We're up at the Canadian Tire Centre in the nation's capital. What did Maverick say about Santa today? Oh, you better not say.
I can't say.
You can't say. Yeah, but he made his list. That's Kelly's grandson was visiting with Santa Claus earlier today too, so he's been around, as Santa is. Boston and Vancouver, Florida and Calgary. It's a sensational night for a hockey night in Canada, and with the full moon this evening and with winter 1 week away, as you see, Hockey Night in Canada presented by Rogers, you know that they're Christmas is coming on, and they're cutting down trees and they're putting up reindeer and singing songs of joy and peace, and that's why we have this beautiful studio for Kevin BX's return this week.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
You know, that idea of skating on a river, we don't recommend rivers because
Yes.
obviously that can be unsafe. We want you to find an outdoor rink, but do want you to fill your lungs with that fresh air and your eyes with the starlight and the full moon tonight. And what we're going to do is later on in the show, we're going to show you rinks right around the 6 NHL cities participating on Hockey Night in Canada. But the rivers themselves that run rinkside through our 5 venues are impressive, majestic rivers. The Ottawa right there is only the Fraser is larger. I didn't include the North Saskatchewan, although Edmonton had a home game because it's 1,285. Didn't include the St. Lawrence because the Habs are on the road. It's 500 kilometers. But those are the rivers, and as I say, we'll show you some great rinks with which Chili Peppers, we'll call these, for those of you who want to get out and skate today. And don't worry about it. Like the song, it's the refrain of those learning to skate. I can skate, I just can't stop. Kyle Bukauskas, you're up first.
Ron, it is a Southern Ontario sports weekend here in Detroit. The Maple Leafs tonight, the Buffalo Bills are here tomorrow. One of the slogans that's been part of this Leafs season under Craig Berube reads, no grit, no grind, no greatness. The word grit is a huge part of the fabric of this city. Just ask the head coach of their football team.
It's our core foundation, man, grit. And what does it mean? Really, in a nutshell, I think it means this. We'll go a little bit longer, we'll push a little harder, and we'll think a little deeper and a little sharper.
So grit, the theme here this weekend, and Dan Campbell's energy, the bar tonight here in Hockeytown. Sean Reynolds to you in Winnipeg.
Kyle, tough 9-2 loss. The Montreal Canadiens are coming off of their head coach, Marty St. Louis, always so good in these situations, though he had this to say coming off of that loss. I think we've come a long way, but every now and then we have these moments. Unfortunately, sometimes I feel it's part of our growth, and we hope that these moments happen less, and when they happen, they can't happen consecutive times. But here's the problem. The Winnipeg Jets know a little something about blowing out teams. 8-3, 7-4, 8-1 wins, and 6 other times this year. They have scored 6 games, so if the Montreal Canadiens don't want to be blown out in back-to-back games, they better be on top of their game. To Sean McKenzie in Ottawa.
Sean, a last-minute goalie change here in Ottawa. Anton Forsberg was supposed to start. He tweaked something before coming on the ice, so it will be Linus Ullmark that goes against the Pittsburgh Penguins and Erik Karlsson. Now, speaking of Erik Karlsson, he caused a bit of a stir at the morning skate today with a new look. This was how Karlsson arrived to Ottawa yesterday. Note the hair. This is how he looked today. It was gone. He cut it all off. I had to get to the bottom of this and do some investigative journalism. I asked him why. He messaged back and simply just said, it was time. I want to look 25 again. Karlsson clearly waited to get to Ottawa to do this. He still has a guy he trusts. Ron, they say home is where the heart is. I think that's wrong. I say home is where your trusted barber is.
That's good. I know Max Kerman goes to Edmonton to get his done.
We got Gus here.
Yeah, you guys are looked at, and I don't need one. So
all I know is if I cut my hair, I don't look 25 anymore.
Yeah. His
Just
parents,
saying.
he wore 65 because his parents were born in 65. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
You want a quick comment on that one?
Well, what a start for Ullmark again. I do say that Ottawa, though, they have to tighten up a little bit defensively. Last night, Ullmark was brilliant, 32 saves, but they had some grade A chances.
For the Jets, I mean, the big offensive output against Boston. The second thing for them is their compete. Even though they lost to Vegas, some great compete in the end of the game and in overtime. Montreal, they've got to be better defensively.
Jacob Trouba's parents were born in 1965. That's why he's wearing 65 in Anaheim, if that's true. There's a similarity. Speaking of D, Kel, most important players on the team. The Leafs, they've been doing it well defensively. Only 3 goals if you take away Morgan Rielly this year. Need some more offense from him.
Here's more serendipity. The kid that's playing in net as the E-Bug tonight, Zach Dietz, Burlington Cougar, 4 years, your old team.
Did I play with him?
Yes. No, I don't think so.
He's 22.
He's 22. And you just think you're 22.
Just missed him.
back to Winnipeg, where the Jets host the Montreal Canadiens. Two teams looking for bounce-back wins tonight. Winnipeg Jets coming off a 3-2 overtime loss to the Vegas Golden Knights they did not like, and the Montreal Canadiens really did not like their 9-2 loss to the Pittsburgh Penguins. But if you're the Winnipeg Jets and you're looking to bounce back, usually the best thing to do is to put Connor Hellebuyck in net, the kind of goaltender no opposition player wants to see. Or is that the case? Because Patrick Laine was asking for Connor Hellebuyck in net earlier today and had a little bit of trash talk to go with it.
I don't know if Helly's playing tonight. I really hope so. Oh, he is. Oh, I love that. You hope so? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think the last 2 times I've been here, I don't think he's played. Okay. He's had the patty flu. I mean, it's understandable.
Well, I'm not sure if it's the patty flu, but Patrick Laine is right. He did not face Connor Hellebuyck in either of the last 2 games he played the Winnipeg Jets. In fact, tonight will be the first time Patrick Laine has faced his former teammate at any point in his career. Gary Gallup and John Bartlett will have your call for this all-Canadian matchup coming here tonight. But first, we are going to send this upstairs to Jay Richardson, the PA announcer here in Winnipeg, as he sets up your national anthem.
And starting in goal tonight for your Winnipeg Jets, number 37, Connor Hellebuyck. There is tonight's play now, starting lineup for your Winnipeg Jets.
Canada Life Center is located on Treaty 1 lands, the original territories of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Anishinaabe, Dakota, Lakota, Dene peoples, and the national homeland of the Red River Métis. True North Sports and Entertainment proudly acknowledge our role in the many relationships that make up our home and commit to a spirit of reconciliation for the future.
And now please rise if you're able. Kindly remove your hats and welcome back Soul Bear for the singing of O Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, car ton bras sait porter l'épée, il sait porter la gloire. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for
It's an early holiday treat in Winnipeg tonight as it's a festive atmosphere. Red, white, and green colors everywhere in the holiday season. But tonight, the city adorned in bleu, blanc, rouge as the Montreal Canadiens make their only trip to town to face the Jets. Habs have won 3 straight overall against Winnipeg, but Winnipeg 5-1-1 in their last 7 home games facing Montreal as Samuel Montembeault will make his 6th straight start tonight for the Canadiens back in net. Meanwhile, Connor Hellebuyck has held the opposition to 3 or fewer goals in 10 straight and 14 of the past 15 games. Patrick Laine back in Winnipeg tonight wearing a Canadian sweater for the first time. He had 3 goals and 4 points in 3 games against the Jets as a member of the Blue Jackets. Didn't face Hellebuck, though, as you heard tonight. And Kyle Connor is 1 point shy of passing Brian Little to move into 4th spot in franchise history. Dvorak lines up against Lowry. Here we go. An all-Canadian matchup on a Saturday night on Hockey Night in Canada. Mike Matheson will get it to center as Gallagher tips it in. Lowry's after the puck with Dvorak giving chase. Worked around, DeMello let it go. Lane Hudson tried to get a piece of it. Comes out at center. Hudson's point streak came to an end Thursday in that loss to the Penguins. As Niederreiter will carry it in. Backhand pass in front. Can't connect with Lowry. Dvorak carries it back up ice. Dvorak with a shot right on. Hellebuck the save, and it's batted away by Hellebuck. As Josh Anderson rolls it back to the net for Brendan Gallagher. Tried to chop it in front. Took down Morrissey in the process. DeMello trying to clear it. Gallagher's side of the net can't come up with it. Niederreiter trying to cut off Lane Hudson as Dvorak sends it over to Anderson. Wristed wide of the goal. Puck available for Morrissey. He'll snag it and skate it out as Josh Morrissey will work his way to center. Had that goal against Vegas on Thursday night. Snapping a 19-game goalless drought for the defenseman. Neil Pionk with it now. He'll play it off for Fleury as Hayden Fleury gets it up to Mark Scheifele. Shot through center. Connor tried to chip it up for Velarde. Didn't work. And Canadians backtracking their own end. Matheson plays it on ahead. Slavkovsky. Tip pass for Nick Suzuki. Trying to get it around Pionk. Back to the goal. Fleury up the boards for Connor. Pressured by Matheson, who lost his stick, and Connor will hand it across for Velarde. Long feed intended for Mark Scheifele, was tipped away. Slavkovsky up for Cole Caulfield. Drags the puck, dropped it back, and Slavkovsky's drive is kicked out by Hellebuck. Juraj Slavkovsky with just 1 goal in the last 22 games. Looking to find the back of the net on that top line as Hayden Fleury will settle things down. Fleury waits and now looks for the breakout. Hayden Fleury will get to the red line and dump it in. Kirby Dock there waiting for it. Played it back to the net. Barron is bumped by Chipperkoff, and Chipperkoff will try to poke it free to Cole Perfetti. He does. Got it to the point. Logan Stanley on it. Dumps it off for Nemesnikov. Knocked away by Arbor Jacki. He'll dodge Chipperkoff's check. And Arbor Jacki tried to roll up the boards. Nemesnikov cut it off. Here's Colin Miller to Logan Stanley. Miller trying back in the lineup tonight. Billy Hamel of the scratch for the Jets as Scott Arniel does a little bit of a rotation here to keep everyone fresh. And it's Patrick Laine trying to carry it in, but offside called against Montreal.
Well, we heard Morrissey talking to Sean Reynolds, and he said, this is a quick team, very quick, and they're skilled. And early on, Montreal takes off the first outnumbered rush of the game. It's a 3-on-2. Good back pressure by the Jets. Big help as that forced the shot from Dvorak. And then Slavkovsky on the drop pass tries to go far side, post it in, and the left leg of Hellebuck kicks out. He makes a pretty good skate save there.
Jake Evans gets the puck back for Gouli. Over to Savard as Savard returns to the Canadiens lineup tonight as well for Montreal. Morrissey on the puck. He'll get it up to center. That one's back into the Montreal end. Caden Gouli chips it out over the head of Iafallo. Armia, another former Jet, on the head for Jake Evans. Evans throws it off the outside of the goal. Kupari trying to play it. Kick loose, and Evans will track it down. Popped it back for Heineman. Worked over by Dylan DeMello. Evans has got it back to the point off the stick of Cooley, and the Canadiens are forced down at center. Savard is there, and he'll lift it back in as Hellebuck leaves it back to the net. Armia comes in, he'll take it away, and he's immediately met by Fleury. Well, miscommunication there as Dvorak gets it back for Savard. Hands it off for Matheson. Gets around Iafallo. Shot towards the net off the leg of Lowry. Savard with it. Savard swings it over to Dvorak. Back for Matheson. That one hit a couple of sticks, then hit Armia. Now Lowry will settle it down, and he'll move back behind his own net. Plays it off for Dylan DeMello. Cleared out at center. Back to the Montreal line. Matheson quickly up for Dvorak. Through center for Brendan Gallagher. He'll cut in. Snapped the shot and went off the stick of Fleury. Niederreiter trying to hold off his man Dvorak as Gallagher comes over to help out. Fleury knocks it loose for DeMello. Dylan DeMello We'll play it back for Fleury. He goes up the boards through center off the foot of Niederreiter, and Lane Hudson will track it down. Matheson gives it back for Hudson. Lane Hudson works his way up to center. Hudson in over the line with it. Pass across for Caulfield off his stick. He'll back in and around for Nick Suzuki. Cross for Matheson. Floats it high over the net, and that one is into the net.
Well, if you're the Montreal Canadiens and you're coming off the shellacking they took against Pittsburgh at home, 9-2, there's just too many areas of that game that you can correct. And if you're Marty St. Louis, you've got to narrow it down to a couple of things and say, look at guys, and you know what? These things are going to happen. We're a young team, we're rebuilding, and certainly don't want to have them happen very often, but boy, oh boy, it was really hard to watch the players try to explain what happened after that game was over. It was like they were just stunned.
Matheson, shot gets through, stopped by Hellemont. Caulfield trying to reach it in the slot, but it's pulled up by Cole Perfetti. He'll get it off the glass and out. Matheson, checked by Nemesnikov. Caulfield has got it back. Played it up at center. Slafkovsky in over the line with it. Slafkovsky dodged the check of Chibikov, and he'll throw it back to the goal for Suzuki. Over his stick, Barron's there to get it back deep. Hits an upright, and kicked in front and cleared away by Neil Pionk. Nikita Chibikov lays it over to Neil Pionk, and that hits the glass at the Canadiens bench.
And if you're Montreal, you also know who you're playing against, right? You're playing against a team that's got a ton of skill and depth. They are gritty, and they've got awesome goaltending. I mean, the Winnipeg Jets have all those things. They're a very well-balanced team. And yeah, everyone wants to get to the playoffs and see what's going to happen if you're the Winnipeg Jets. But you don't fast forward to the playoffs. You got to get there, earn your way there. It was a really good start to the season. They've had a few struggles, but those are the struggles that make you a better team as you move forward toward the playoffs.
Puck comes around the net. Newhook couldn't get his stick on it. Scheifele will lead it back up ice. Scheifele after into the corner. Gooley is there. Can't get it by Scheifele. Velarde follows up. Velarde knocked it loose for Scheifele. Got it back to Miller with a drive. Stopped by Montembeault. Rebound. Kyle Connor trying to get to it. He'll spin and shoot, and Montembeault kicks it out. Kirby Dach up with it. Dach. Long pass ahead as Newhook will tip it in. Miller is there, and he'll curl back in his own end. Fired it around the glass. Morrissey trying to catch up to it at center, but Newhook will play it ahead for Kirby Dach. Taken to the boards by Colin Miller. Morrissey up the middle. Picked off at the line by Armia. Armia across for Heinemann. He'll bring it around the boards. Evans there waiting for it. Jake Evans back for Arbor Jacki. His shot got blocked by Iafallo, and that one stung him in the hand. He's dropped the glove and gone to the bench. Appleton comes off the bench. He'll grab the puck, get it to center, and play it into the Canadiens' end. Montembeault will leave it back to the goal for Savard. Off for Evans. Pass over to Arbor Jacki. Up for Anderson. Throws it in. Hellebuyck sets it up for Fleury. Hayden Fleury on the wing for Kupari. Trying to go to the net. Barron follows up. It's a chance to play his brother here tonight. It's Morgan Barron in the corner. Trying to move it free. Kupari's got it. Shot right on. Stopped by Montembeault. Puck hit the netting. Went out of play there. Fans are calling for it. Nobody's seen it. It's come out of the zone. Play will continue.
Well, a number of players pointed as well. There was a few guys that were pointing and yelling, but they did not blow it down.
The play has cleared the zone. It won't matter now. As Dvorak goes after it in the Jet zone, Gallagher follows up. Knocked away by DeMello. Anderson trying to get to it. Down for Brendan Gallagher, right in front. Dvorak going to the net. Can't get the shot. Niederreiter up on the wing. Justin Barrett after it. He takes the hit from Lowry, and the Jets clear it down the ice. Caden Gooley back to get it. That'll be an icing call.
Well, some action around Samuel Montembeault. Mark Scheifele behind the net. He wins the battle with Velarde, and when he throws this out in front, it's Miller who steps right into it. Good, nice, aggressive by Montembeault. And then Iafallo with the block. And when you turn your palm open like that, wow, that's got to sting. That hit him right in the middle of the palm, knocked the glove right off his hand. And Kupari at the other end with another good chance for Winnipeg. Montembeault with another save.
Lane Hudson scores! Lane Hudson gets his first NHL goal! The long-awaited marker for the young defenseman finds the back of the net in Winnipeg. And the Canadiens celebrate his NHL milestone.
What a smile on the face of Lane Hudson as he cruised by me, the tap hands on the bench, to high-five everybody. The whole bench just erupted. You can see Matheson skate as hard to the net to get that puck for him. This kid has been wonderful for the Montreal Canadiens. He has stepped in and done a really great job. Playing a good 200-foot game for the Canadiens, and here he snaps this thing far side on Connor Hellebuyck. That's just not anybody you're beating. That's probably the Vezina Trophy winner. You snap it by him. Good play by Matheson over 19 assists, and now finally he fills the column with a 1, and I'm sure it's going to keep growing.
The goal went in the net. Caulfield started to celebrate and immediately made a beeline to the net to get the puck for the souvenir. Now Caulfield with a shot, punched away by the blocker of Hellebuyck. Matheson tries to get one through. Chipnikov will block it as Perfetti hands it off at center, and Nemesnikov is there to dump it in. Matheson trying to play it. It'll bounce to the side of the goal, right in front of Nemesnikov with a chance that goes through the crease, and Hudson's there to clear it away.
Montreal goals his first of the season, scored by the quarterback Blake Hudson.
The reaction of the Canadiens fans in the building tonight celebrating Hudson's first goal as Montembeault's going to cover it up. They won't be able to get a change here as that was dumped in from the other side of center.
That'll give you an indication of how many Canadian fans are here. What a great moment. I mean, your first National Hockey League goal, there is nothing like the feeling that you get. He will be on cloud 9, and his teammates, as you mentioned, Bart's just as happy for him. Couldn't get the puck for him fast enough.
32nd NHL game tonight, 21 assists.
When you look at the amount of ice time he has covered for the Montreal Canadiens and has stepped in here as a rookie, and he's dialed himself in, and he's found a spot in the home. The fans of Montreal, they just love him. He is a tough player to contain along the blue line, but he's had trouble in the back of the net, but it's taken a while, but that first one will be memorable.
He's been involved in over 24% of the Canadiens' goals and now has one of his own. As Arbor Jacki goes after it, Scheifele is there, trying to move it in front. Caden Cooley after the puck. Now swung around, Kirby Dach will chase it down. Winnipeg, one of the better teams in the league when allowing the first goal, so they're still in a comfortable spot here as Patrick Laine cuts in, snaps it on net, and it's blocked by Connor Hellebuyck. It's his first shot against his former teammate in a game, and Hellebuyck wins the first battle, but it's Lane Hudson that has the lead for the Canadiens, 1-0 Montreal. The SAP Coaching Insights app.
Well, teams track how many rush chances their opponents will get on them. And if you look at the numbers, certainly Montreal pretty good on the rush chances. And it's something that the Winnipeg Jets has struggled with, even though they rank 4th in the National Hockey League. They've given up a few rush chances in this one early already, but puck management, backtracking, and reads, those are all the things that you need to be good against the rush. And you got to be able to read them quickly, and you got to have that pressure from the forwards to squeeze them off, to not give them too much room to make plays.
That was the first face-off win by the Jets tonight. Canadians have won the previous 7. As Newhook now tries to get away from Niederreiter. Left it for Hudson. Off for Newhook. Newhook dumps it back in the net. Kirby Dach is there. Dach for Laine. Laine tried to slide it back for Matheson. Lost it off his stick. Lowry at center reaching for it. He's got it. Niederreiter deflects it in. Matheson will take it from Montembeault behind the net.
A little sloppy for Winnipeg here. The last few shifts, they just don't look like they're coming through the neutral zone, executing very well. And because of that, their pucks are turning over to Montreal. Montreal's getting the puck back, and they're able to transition and come back the other way.
Heineman tries to get around Neil Pionk. Pionk does a good job of holding him off. Perfetti up the boards. Jets don't get it out. Heineman dropped it back for Savard. Played over to Arbor Jacki. Rolling puck. Snap towards the net. Hellebuck comes out to reach it with Evans standing in front. He's able to hold on. Lane Hudson with his first NHL goal for the Canadians as it's 1-0 Montreal and Winnipeg on Hockey Night in Canada.
Defenseman learning from talented veteran defensemen, and that has been the case for Lane Hudson, who's played minutes alongside Mike Matheson. Marty St. Louis says Hudson has clearly picked up a lot from Matheson, but said, let's get something straight. Hudson is a pretty special player who does a lot of special things, so this goes both ways. While Hudson is learning from the veteran, Matheson is clearly learning his fair share from the high-end rookie, guys.
No doubt about it. I mean, you could watch Matheson and learn an awful lot, even though Lane Hudson is starting with an awful lot of tools in the tool chest.
Arbor Jacki with a one-timer denied by Hellebuck. Shot attempts 18-5 in favor of the Canadians here in the early going.
The Jets are on their heels. There's no doubt about it here. Montreal is certainly the aggressor. They're playing with more pace. The Jets haven't gotten going yet.
Colin Miller will dump it back to the goal. Savard is there. Got it around the board. Stanley cut it off. Kupari kicks it towards the net. Dvorak will take it away. Arbor Jacki battles with Kupari behind the net as Savard will play it up on the wing just out of the reach of Gallagher, and that's thrown down and will be brought back.
Had enough of the global betting behemoths? Bet on Canada's homegrown sportsbook, Sports Interaction, Canada's homegrown sportsbook.
Yeah, it's been a fabulous start for the Winnipeg Jets, winning 15 of their first 16, but the last 15, 6-8-1. They had a 4-game losing streak, kind of melted in there, and they have been trying to internally find a way to get back the way they were playing at the start of the season. They've showed glimpses of it the other night versus Boston. They just throttled them 8-1.
Anderson Tries to get by DeMello. Poked back for Morrissey. Up to Kyle Connor. Connor dropped it off. Morrissey dances around. Backhand towards the net as Scheifele tried to tip it. Velarde knocked into the goal by Caden Cooley. Now trying to get back to his feet is Velarde. As that one is lifted off the glass and then skips into the seats.
This is kind of what I'm talking about. If you look at the split between the first 16 and the back 15, you can see the difference in what was going on. That was a special start to the season. And you know what? You don't apologize for that, because if you have a 15-game run like the one on the right side, which isn't so good, you've built up enough strength in the left side to withstand that and get back on track without falling too far out of places. And that's what the Winnipeg Jets have done. They've earned that. So a little bit of struggles, and usually good things come out after that. As Chippewa just went down on the ice. Looks like he caught a stick coming through the slot area. He's had a nice little start here in Winnipeg, scoring in his first 3 games as a Winnipeg Jet. Here's off the face-off, and you see him at the bottom of your screen, and right there, stick comes up and clips him.
That one undetected as Evans will bank it off the glass and out.
Well, a good thing to look at is when a player grabs his face, normally he's got a stick in it or a puck or something.
Matheson up for Army up. Namestnikov trying to take it away. Jake Evans is there. He'll dump it off from the corner. Caden Cooley goes after it. He's hit by DeMello. Morrissey laid it off for DeMello. And he'll lift it out at center. Stopped by Cooley. Caden Cooley held out, tried to make the play with Perfetti there, and Matheson will take it back in his own end.
Well, Winnipeg's been blowing their wingers out of the zone really quickly, which is something you see a lot of in the NHL these days. But if you don't get the puck by that red line down past there and it gets intercepted, it's coming right back at you, and you've got guys all the way up to the far blue line, and Montreal's done a good job of cutting those off.
Velarde off the boards, down the wing comes Scheifele. Connor going to the net, pass across, great defensive play by Jacki to block it. Scheifele, checked by Jacki. Slavkovsky up with it. Turned it over to Velarde. He'll slide it back on net. Montembeault hands it off for Hudson. Played for Jacki. Up onto the wing and out. Slavkovsky through center. Cut off by Kyle Connor. Caulfield feeds it back for Jacki. He's going to wait. Canadians get a change. Jets will do the same. Wayne Hudson breaks out with it. Hudson up the middle for Newhook. They'll try to track it down. Goes after it with Colin Miller. Logan Stanley looking to pull it out from the pile. Lane's in there as well. Now it comes through. Kirby Doc trying to get to it, but it's brought out by Niederreiter, who clears it to center. Niederreiter will backhand it in. Barron trying to hold off Lowry. Puck thrown to the point. Miller kept it in. Penalty coming up for the Canadian. Shot towards the net by Miller was off a stick. And Montembeault makes a save, and a high sticking call will give the Jets the first power play of the night as Niederreiter was clipped.
Well, here we're talking about rush chances, and here come the Jets, and Scheifele tries to come across to Velarde, but a nice sliding block there by Arbor Jacki, and then here's Kirby Doc coming along and stick up in the body of Niederreiter, and that's the first penalty of the game, and we're going to see this power play for the Winnipeg Jets at home that's running close to 35% on the season, 4 for their last 11 in their last 3 games. It has been a real lightning rod for them in taking over hockey games. Has been this power play at home.
Scheifele will take the draw against Dvorak. Dvorak one in the corner. Matheson back to the net. Savard has got it. Clears it up ahead. Anderson short-handed up against Morrissey. Takes it around the net, and Scheifele's got the puck. Morrissey will start out with it for Winnipeg. Leads it for Kyle Connor. Lost a handle on it through center. Scheifele follows up. He's got it now, and they'll bring it in. Morrissey to Scheifele. Back to the point for Morrissey. Morrissey down to Scheifele. Scheifele hangs on, trying to feed that one through for Perfetti. It was knocked away. Morrissey into the corner for Kyle Connor. Connor pass across, scores! Velarde tips it in. Power play goal, and Jets have tied it.
Well, the Jets tie this up. Good rotation of the puck, and when it comes down to Connor, and you know he is so dangerous. If you give him any room to walk out, he can pick corners from down above that goal line, so you respect him, and everyone's watching him, but no one's paying a lot of attention to Velarde. He's the one you probably wouldn't pay the most attention to, and man, oh man, he was strong on a stick. This is a rocket coming through the blue paint that he gets a piece of and puts into the back of the net. That trio now has 45 goals on the year. They have been so solid for the Winnipeg Jets. There's only one other trio in the NHL that has more than 45 goals, and of course that trio's in Tampa Bay. They've got 49, but boy, oh boy, these three guys have really been lighting it up for the Jets. Nice power play goal.
13th of the year for Velarde, his 5th power play goal. As Evans will get it up onto the boards, and for Velarde, that's his 3rd career goal against the Canadiens in his 4th game against Montreal. Point per game player now against Canadiens as Stanley is shook up there in the corner. He gets back to his feet, going to the play and looking for a call as it goes back up the ice. Morgan Barron dumping it in. Montembeault out of the net. Put it around the glass, and it'll make it out to center. Miller off for Stanley. Dumps it right back in. Armia is after it. Armia will play it back. Barron has got it. He'll slow things down.
It's crazy. Montreal's penalty kill is so good at home, up around 85, 86%. But when they get onto the road, it drops about 11% on the road. And the Winnipeg Jets took advantage of that. Power play goal.
Fleury behind the net. Chipperkoff around for Pionk, and up through center comes Perfetti as he'll dump it in. Matheson after it. Check by Perfetti, back of the goal. Lane Hudson works it across. Slavkovsky up to center for Suzuki. Onto the wing for Caulfield. Dropped it off. Suzuki trying to push it back to the goal. Perfetti will get it to the point. Can't get it out though. Matheson jumps after it. Swung it around. Nick Suzuki waiting for it. Bumped by Pionk. In comes Caulfield. Played around for Fleury. And he'll hand it off as Chipperkoff will break his way out up through center for Pionk. Pionk floats it in deep and heads out for a change. Perfetti around the goal, trying to take it away from Lane Hudson. Appleton, bumped by Nick Suzuki. Lowry's got it. Lowry back to the point. Morrissey waiting, trying to feed that one through. It was kicked away by Slavkovsky. Morrissey quickly across for DeMello. Down to Niederreiter. Niederreiter around the net, threw it up front. Scores! Lowry jams it home. And the Jets take the lead.
Well, the question was going to be, once Winnipeg got on the board, how were the Canadiens going to handle that? This is a very loud, boisterous building, and they get a lot of energy off it. How about this saucer that DeMello's going to throw over the top at the blue line? That's going to land right on the stick of Niederreiter, and that's how this thing all gets started, and that's how they end up with the goal. What a beautiful setup by DeMello, and a tough line to handle, right? Niederreiter, Lowry, big guys that get to the net on you quickly.
Puck is chipped into the Canadiens bench and out of play here. Velarde and Xhekaj were battling right in front of you, Gary, and this is spilled over now. As then Xhekaj knocked down Scheifele. Xhekaj drops the stick. As I'm right here for Mark Scheifele as things heat up a little bit with these two teams. And they will be separated after Adam Lowry, the captain for the Jets, gives Winnipeg the 2-1 lead on Hockey Night in Canada.
taking the lead, starting with a power play goal, and then this one here by their third line, which creates so much. How about this saucer into the air that Niederreiter grabs? And the one thing you know with this line is they are going to go to your net. They're going to go right to the paint area. They're going to get those big bodies in there. Niederreiter waits for Lowry to just push Hudson out of the way. I mean, it's such a size mismatch there. He just backs right up into the slot, opens up his front hand for the puck. Niederreiter lays it right out there. Appleton is sitting on the other side of Montembeault, and he jams this thing into the back of the net. And with 3:10 to go here in the first period, the Winnipeg Jets have scored 2 quick goals, got themselves a 2-1 lead.
2 goals in a span of 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Shifley won the draw, got it back at center. Morrissey's there, he'll dump it in. Jack missed it. Shifley back to the point. DeMello to Morrissey. Morrissey tees it up. Oh, that was a high-rising shot, went off a stick and out of play.
Well, they were showing his goal back in the studio, that short-sider against Vegas. He can really unload it. I'm not saying miles per hour unload it, but he gets it off a stick quick. And you know the one thing that you do when you're shooting from that side, especially if you're going to go onto the short side, is you have to open your blade, right? You have to open your blade up. As you're coming down to the puck, you open the face of the stick up just a little bit so that it looks like you're shooting far side, but the puck is actually going in on the short side. And he had that goal in Vegas. It looked just like that, and that one there, I think he was trying to do the same thing. If it works once, try it again.
Yep. Dvorak wins the draw. Caden Cooley back of the net. Jack Guy around the boards and out. This one's down the ice. Hellebuck out of the net to stop it and set it up for Morrissey. Third at center. Jack Guy being watched by Chiprikov as he got it up for Anderson. Turned back. Here comes Perfetti. Gets around Jack Guy. Snaps it towards the net. Montembeault got a piece with a blocker. Morrissey along the boards. Perfetti trying to settle it down. Morrissey want to poke it by Dvorak. He's hit by Nemesnikov. Morrissey's got the puck for Nemesnikov. Knocked off his stick. Morrissey picks it up again. Tries to drive right on, and Montembeault makes the save.
Well, the Winnipeg Jets are feeling it now. It took them a little while to get their skating legs, but the power play goal has ignited them. A little energy in the building. Perfetti just blows by Arbor Jackeye, tries to go far side. Nice little save there by Montembeault. And how about this play right here by Morrissey? He keeps it in at the blue line. It is a skill set to be hanging out at that blue line, because you know if it goes by you, right, they're gone. And he has the ability to hang in there and keep pucks in. Did it a couple times on that shift, and it just creates offense going the other way.
Kyle Connor up with it, got it back for Fleury. Connor on it again. Had the assist on the first Jets goal, so he has hit that mark of passing Brian Little for 4th in franchise history in points. Here's Armia with a shot right on, and it's stopped by Hellebuck.
Well, save percentages are down in the National Hockey League, and it's been noted, but no one told Connor Hellebuck that. I mean, he is just having a fantastic season. Even though save percentages might be down, his is right up there. And easy choice for the Four Nations, and certainly a front runner for the Vezina. There's some other guys in there that are having some really good seasons as well, but certainly off to a fantastic start. A real solid foundation for these Winnipeg Jets is right in between their goalposts, and that's Connor Hellebuck.
Slafkovsky lines up against Lowry. Lowry running the draw. Fleury. The Pionk around to Appleton to tipped out. Lowry trying to get it up for Niederreiter. Offside called at the Canadiens line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen numbers that are just blow you away, but certainly Hellebuck is just one guy who's consistently solid in the regular season. It seems like every single year. And there you look at goals saved above expected, ranking #1 in the National Hockey League. Saw Dostal yesterday or the other day in Toronto. He looked fantastic too. And obviously the question is, when you get to the playoffs, it's the one area where Hellebuck really hasn't taken off is in the playoffs. And we'll have to wait for that to come, see what happens, but so far so good in the regular season.
Fleury goes back in center with it. Brings it in around the boards. Caden Cooley up with it. Met by Niederreiter. Slafkovsky to Caulfield. He'll backhand it out. Bouncing puck. Pionk chopped it up ahead. Niederreiter has got it. Going to get back for Neil Pionk in his 499th game tonight. shy of the 500 marker. That'll come Tuesday in San Jose. But cleared to center. Miller backs up. Plays it off. Niederreiter over to Logan Stanley. Stanley opening the red line and press it in. Over the stick of Matheson, and it comes all the way back into the Jet zone. Miller has to chase after it. Kupari off the boards for Iafallo. Rolled it in. Matheson is there, and he'll clear it back in. Logan Stanley knocks it over to Iafallo. That's broken up. Heineman flips it in. Miller is on it. Miller chased by Armia. Left it back for Logan Stanley. Colin Miller. Pass ahead for Iafallo. Stand on it. He wanted to get it up for Kupari, and Jets reset with it. Miller shakes off Evans. Logan Stanley. Up on the wing. Morgan Barron going after it. Bumped by Laine. Matheson for Newhook. Back for Lane Hudson. Trying to clear it out on the wing. Picked off by Kupari. Morrissey steps up and will dump it in. Montembeau's out of the net. He'll leave it for Hudson. Takes it back to the goal. That'll do it for period number 1. Shots 11-9 in favor of Winnipeg after Lane Hudson got his first NHL goal to open the scoring before Velarde's power play marker tied it, and Adam Lowry as the go-ahead marker in this one for the Jets. Ron in the panel coming up in our first intermission with To The Point. Through 20 minutes of play in Winnipeg, it's the Jets 2, the Canadiens 1 on this Saturday night in Manitoba on Hockey Night in Canada.
Can't stop addicted to the shindig.
To the point, the first intermission, Kevin Bieksa, Kelly Rudy, and Jennifer Botterill, and we're tracking the best smile of the night as we enjoy a hockey night in Canada presented by Rogers. And where would we find the best smile of the night?
Well, it's going to be in the city of Winnipeg, but it's going to be on the player from the Montreal Canadiens team, and that's Lane Hudson with his first NHL goal. And here's a player who had 19 assists this season, 21 assists in his NHL career. And very fitting that this one is about movement, where he moves to the open space, gets a beautiful dish there from Matheson, and beats one of the best goaltenders in the game right now in Hellebuck. But just a nice heads-up play for him. He has been so dynamic for the Montreal Canadiens, involved in so many plays. Just a tremendous skill. He had to wait a little while, but it was certainly a very special moment for him. Smiles on his face, but also on his teammates.
So someone's going to try to wipe the smile off of Max Pacioretty's face tonight. And lately, he's had a couple of these big hits. And for me, it's hard because he's not known as this. Like, he was at the beginning of his career, and for the most of it, he was a goal scorer. He's up and down. Yeah, he finished his checks at the right times, but he's starting to throw some of these big hits because he knows this is more of his role. Craig Berube obviously loves that stuff. That's Jack Hughes. Excellent offensive player in this league, and then you see him tonight get the brinket, and obviously the intention is not to knee him, but when you're a star player for the Red Wings and your guy is hit like that by anybody and it's a bit of a knee, this is the response you get. Sherratt is trying to wipe that smirk off of his face. And Ron, you were kind of asking me before, like, what's the repercussions for Pacioretty? Like, is somebody going to challenge him? Like, what should he do? And now, like, yeah, like when you're running the top guys like that, if someone does challenge him, he's probably going to have to step up to that. But I don't think he has a problem with that. Like, he's running around, creating energy, playing that way because he knows his team needs it and likes it, and it's effective.
Nick Kypreos for sure forwarded that idea that he's going to have to start to pay the piper if he's going to throw these big hits, which is new. He's fought 13 times in his career. Here's one of them.
And he's not small.
No, you watch this.
Small.
Here's a guy wiping the smirk off Max's face, and we love Max, but you'll like this.
Well, I mean, I love the way he plays, and if he has to stand up for himself at some point, obviously he doesn't have a problem. Dan Hammonds, leave Dan alone. Dan's my nicest guy in sports. Okay, I don't know how I feel about Max. That's offside.
I thought you'd get a kick out of that. I couldn't believe it.
Sorry, Dan. I had nothing to do with that.
That's just for you. Okay, back to the Winnipeg Jets. Before Kevin got all excited to throw that in.
Okay, back to the game in Winnipeg. So if you look at their play, I talked about their game against the Vegas Golden Knights. They were disappointed with the overtime loss, but they were the team, the Winnipeg Jets, that had the great level of compete, even late in the game when they were down 6-on-3, on 6-on-4, controlled much of overtime. But their play has been excellent below the goal line, the offensive zone. So there's been situations in the game where they're 1-on-1, 2-on-3. This time they know when you can jump in to make it a 3-on-2. They control the play. They go low to high. It results in a Lowry goal. But just the effort, whether it's Perfetti jumping in, whether it's Niederreiter with the support, I feel like you've got guys that are jumping in different situations. This time it was Appleton that was in there to get the inside positioning, great heads-up play, and Lowry. Even though there's two Canadiens players nearby, he's got the strength and the finish and taking advantage of a Montreal team that hasn't been so good in their defensive zone.
And in Ottawa, the story coming in was Ullmark getting in because Forsberg somehow had an injury just before warm-up. And I'm looking at the game, and if you just saw the box score, you'd see, well, Pittsburgh only had 6 shots. But let's take a look how dangerous. There's Crosby right in front. That one didn't get through, but now take a look at some of these opportunities that Pittsburgh's going to get. So Ullmark is on his game. Great save on Malkin. Bunting's going to get a great chance as well. The Pittsburgh Penguins getting pucks to the net. There's a nice opportunity. Raquel right in front. Look at Bunting here. He's just going to be dancing around. And then a great, even a better save off Carlson on the rebound. Incredible save, right?
Wow.
I mean, and that does prove my point that goaltenders can play back-to-back. You heard on the broadcast, Sam and partner Ryan, that he hasn't played back-to-back since his days in Buffalo, so that's a really good thing. The other thing with Ottawa, Travis Green really has them playing a real high-tempo game, a lot of pressure, and so I'm going to show you a couple examples where they're forcing turnovers, and it's all because of effort and structure. Watch this. Giroux does a real nice job coming back, taking the puck away from Bunting. And then Norris is going to do it right in the neutral zone again. If you're not moving your feet, they're going to steal pucks from you. And then lastly, in the corner, there's going to be Letang that's going to be under pressure, and he's going to throw it right up the middle. You see this chance. Carlson's going to do it as well. He's under pressure. So what Ottawa does so well, back pressure, forcing you all over, and then you're going to turn the puck over. This is a really good Ottawa team. By the way, They're one game over 500. This is the first time since 2016-17 that they're one game over 500 at this point in the season. So that proves our point that we've been talking about them for last 3 weeks. So they've made a lot of improvements.
Can I take it back to Allmark? So
yes.
This is the first period, though, right? So I'm like you. I'm proponent, like, let's play goalies back to back. But obviously the tired, the fatigue will happen as the game. Like, do you watch? Like, so far he looks good. Right? But will that catch up to him? That's what we're probably going to be watching, right?
That is the question, right? And
so he's a big goalie.
He's a big guy, for sure. I agree with that.
Okay.
But I also feel like if your guys play well enough in front of you, and if you look at all those clips that you showed, Kel, it's not one guy that's flying with speed. Like there's cohesion in their pressure and their attack. You see all of the guys, their feet are all moving together. So I feel like that's the one thing, not just one player.
And no travel, right? At home in his own bed. That's a big part of it. Back to back on the road is probably a little bit harder. If you're in St. Louis, the next night you're in Columbus and you have that flight. Back to back at home is definitely doable. Let's make that more mandatory in the NHL, Kel. You start that.
By the way, they got a 9-game road trip, right, with the World Juniors, 15,000 kilometers coming for Ottawa.
Yes, right? There you go.
Got to give them some rest. Okay, outdoor rinks.
Yeah, right.
Outdoor rinks. We're going to celebrate outdoor rinks all through the show tonight. We're going to start in Montreal. Canadians are playing, of course, over in Winnipeg, but this is the Old Port Skating Rink. It's in Old Montreal. This is opening day, and it's really special. They have coffee and snacks, and they have a DJ each evening, and it's a great artificial ice surface, so it's guaranteed you can go down to the Old Port in Montreal. And again, we're going to give you tips on how to play the game as we go through this show. And just remember this, what seems so hard now will soon be your warm-up. Hockey Night in Canada continues. Kyle Bukauskas once did a great opening here. Iceland. It's in Stittsville, Ottawa. The skating trails are 2 kilometers long. It's 100 acres, as you see, just beautiful. And if you do happen to get there and you do happen to play hockey, practice like you've never won, perform like you've never lost. Sports Interaction. Time for Line Change, presented by Sports Interaction, Canada's homegrown sportsbook and casino. And a reminder of what's ahead on Hockey Night tonight. The Florida Panthers are playing well. They'll be in Calgary. Boston is not. They've been outscored 13-2 in the first 2 games of their 5-game Western trip. Off a 4-0 win, Vancouver can't wait for the Bruins. Florida, meanwhile, I mentioned 6 of 8, and they'll take on the Calgary Flames. Kelly, you did the game, a tough one there on Thursday night, kind of got away on them, but that's coming up in 2 hours. Line Change presented by Sports Interaction, Canada's homegrown sportsbook and casino. To the second period of our 3 early telecasts on Hockey Night next.
It's time for the Sportsnet Slapshot Showdown. Just scan the QR code on your screen, fire up the game on your phone, and take your best shot. You could drive away in a brand new Hyundai Kona, enjoy Tim Hortons coffee for an entire year, or have a shot at one of the weekly prizes from Shark Ninja and TSE.ca. It's easy and it's free. Just scan, play, and win. Play the Sportsnet Slapshot Showdown right now.
Special night for Lane Hudson, who scores the first goal of his young NHL career, and quite the story to tell, scoring your first against a future Hall of Famer and 2-time Vezina winner in Connor Hellebuck, a fellow countryman. And that brings us to Stats After 20, brought to you by Rogers, proud partner and fan of the NHL. The Canadiens jumped out to an early lead in shots, but the Jets slowly and inexorably chewed that back, turning the game in their direction in the process. The edge in shots go to the Jets, edge in the score, and making it tough for the Canadiens to get shots through on Connor Hellebuck. Let's send it back upstairs to John Bartlett and Gary Galley for the start of the second period.
I think things really started to turn around when the Jets started to get the forecheck going. They started to get down in and hard on the Montreal Canadiens, spent a lot of time down low on their end. It kind of got the power play goal and got some energy in the building. That helped as well.
Morrissey goes after the puck in his own end. They'll play it off for DeMello. Up to center, Appleton trying to get a piece of it. Niederreiter On it in the corner. Got away from Matheson, but Slavkovsky's there for Nick Suzuki. Over to Caulfield. Up the middle. Here comes Hudson. Dropped it off for Caulfield. To the point. Slavkovsky follows up. Snaps it on net. Fought off by Hellebuck. Suzuki. Back for Lane Hudson. Hudson walks his way in. Drops it down right in front. And a big save there made by Hellebuck as Suzuki again setting up his teammates in front. Niederreiter will dump it in. Montembeault hands it off for Matheson. And now back for Lane Hudson. Hudson with the feed up at center for Gallagher. Trying to drop it back and an offside called.
Well, Nick Suzuki's on an 8-game heater. He's been really fantastic for the Canadians. And here he sets up Caulfield right in the slot on a bang-bang pass. And here's a look at some of the damage he's done in those 8 games. And it's not the longest streak he's had in his career. He had a 10-gamer and got some work to do in this one to continue to go on. But those are some pretty good-looking numbers in the 8 games.
Yeah, comes it in off the glass. Caden Gooley's there. Around for Chaka. Got away from him. Anderson is on it. He'll backhand it up. Dion. Laid it over for Fleury. Out to center is Connor. Tipped it for Scheifele. Now has to fight it into Montreal zone on his own. Gallagher's there to clear it out at center. Pionk has got it. And he'll give it back for Fleury. Pionk with it. Up ahead for Scheifele. Hooley after the puck. Around forever. Chaka. Here comes Anderson with it. He'll kick it free, tries to get away from Scheifele. Gallagher follows up. Off for Dvorak, and it bounced over his stick. Back the other way come the Jets. Kyle Connor's got it. Connor trying to feed it across for Scheifele. Picked off by Josh Anderson. Miller. Out from behind his own net with it. On pass ahead. Connects with Kyle Connor. Slips it on net, and it's stopped by Montembeault.
Well, you're giving up zones of the ice rather quickly here, and that's one pass that travels through 3 zones and hits a guy that can finish from the top of the circles, and it's a really good chance you're giving an elite goal scorer. Montembeault up to the task for sure. He tries to power that one through the 5-hole. That's just too easy getting up the ice.
Connor Perfetti tried to slide it back to the point, ends up going all the way down to the Jet zone. As Stanley ties up Newhook. Patrick Laine looks for the puck back to the net. Kiprikov comes in to take it. He'll play it off for Perfetti. Cross ice feed. Miller catches up to it and dumps it in. Montembeault for Hudson. Up to Newhook. Alex Newhook gains the line. Newhook looks to the net and shots off a stick and over the goal. Patrick Laine with it. Laine down low for Doc. Gooley in for the point after it. Leaves it for Newhook. Looked it across for Barron. He keeps it onside. Caden Gooley will catch up to it. Back for Barron off his stick, and he's got to retreat to center ice. Newhook flips it back in to the Jet zone. Miller is after it. Hold it around for Stanley. Kupari comes in to help out. Kept in by Newhook. Caden Gooley has got it. Gooley with a shot off the blocker of Hellebuck. Gooley back to the net. Left it for Heineman. Jake Evans taken to the boards by Kupari. Armia tries to reach in for it. Poked it away from Iafallo, and Evans has got it. Jake Evans dropped it back, intended for Gooley, but it's intercepted by Cole Perfetti. And Perfetti will skip it in on Montembeault. He's forced to move it, got it around for Justin Barron and out to center. Turned back by Appleton. Caden Gooley lays it out for Justin Barron. Up to Jake Evans. Evans slides it over to Armia. Armia on the wing. Trying to get that one in deep, but Morgan Barron is there to come up with it for Winnipeg. Long pass ahead, and Appleton tried to get a piece of it. Didn't work. Montembeault will move it over to Cole Caulfield. Pass across for Lane Hudson. Matheson high in the air to the Jets line. DeMello knocked it down with his hand, and Niederreiter will touch it, and that results in a whistle. The Boston Bruins are in Vancouver tonight to face their former teammate Jake DeBrusk at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific on Sportsnet at CBC, followed by After Hours with Scott Oak and Ray Ferraro. Tonight's guests are Kiefer Sherwood and Canucks President of Hockey Operations, Jim Rutherford.
I mentioned earlier, Winnipeg was trying to hit these long passes early in the first period, and Montreal was doing a good job stepping up and getting in the way of those passes, not letting Winnipeg gain the ice surface too quickly. But here in the second period, Winnipeg has figured it out. Their pace is better, their lanes are better, and the direct passing, clearing 3 zones, has worked on a couple of occasions for them.
Now a penalty here, as Graham Skilleter has the arm in the air, and he's going to make a hooking call. And that will put the Jets on the power play with Caulfield going to the box.
Montreal 13, minor penalty.
Well, just hanging on to the puck, and then inside the arms right there is Caulfield on Scheifele. And we've mentioned this so many times, John. Anytime that stick gets into the hand area, it doesn't matter whether it's one hand on your stick or 2 or whatever. If you get into your opponent's hands, and that didn't look like an awful lot to me, but it's a penalty. It's automatic.
Morrissey up with a puck. Josh Morrissey with a shot. That one goes over the net. And another penalty coming up here. This is going to be on the play in front of the net where Scheifele took a cross check from Dvorak. Kyle Connor up below. Well, there's no penalty. Hellebuck was going to the bench. He thought there was a call. And now he's backed up. There is a call coming, and now he's going to go back. He got there and then was forced back.
There is a penalty all the way through there for sure. The down low referee did not make the call. It was the referee out in the neutral zone, and it was on Dvorak, and this one was an easy call. You're not going to miss this. Here's the battle off the draw, and you can see right there, he gives him the cross check right in the face, and nothing that's, you know, crazy malicious. It's more on the lower chin neck area, but it's something where that's an easy call to make. And Montreal Canadiens will now have 1 minute and 35 seconds to kill off the best home power play in the National Hockey League, around 35%, and already a goal tonight.
There's Morrissey up with the puck. Morrissey got it across. Perfetti to Kyle Connor. Over to Morrissey. Back for Connor. Down to Scheifele. Scheifele waiting with it. Pass across through the crease. Couldn't connect with Perfetti. Connor after the puck. And he's got it. Kyle Connor drops it out for Morrissey. Over to Connor. Kyle Connor walking in. His shot got blocked by Savard, and Jake Evans will skate it out shorthanded and get to center. Now floated into the Jet zone. Connor around the net. He'll wind his way up at center. Kyle Connor hits the line. Watched by Armia. Lost the puck. Caden Gooley is there. Laid around for Matheson. Matheson has got it, and he'll send it down the ice.
I think the Connor shot that got blocked, I'm not sure there was a shot to be taken there, but it got blocked, and now it's cost him a good 20-25 seconds of time in the zone.
Velarde leaves it for Connor. Dropped it off to Morrissey. Down for Cole Perfetti. Perfetti up high to Morrissey and back over to Connor. Scheifele with it, off his stick. Then it bounced away from him. Cooley tried to take it away. Scheifele got it back. Scheifele looks to the net, goes down to Velarde, up high to Morrissey to Connor, and Montembeault got a piece of it. It might have been going to the outside of the net. Here's Morrissey for Connor, scores! No mistake that time for Kyle Connor. He finds the back of the net. Power play goal, 3-1 Winnipeg.
Well, at first you don't succeed, try again. The quick passing, the 1-2-3 passing, and a good job by Montembeault coming across. And then you come out again, get it up high to Morrissey, give it to him one more time. This time a different location. And Connor gets his 17th goal of the season. There was 2 seconds on the board on the Caulfield penalty, and now they've wiped it out. But that other penalty will stay in. Dvorak, 2 seconds. That's a big goal in the timing of it. It gives him a little more power play to work with. But a nice shot and a nice setup by Morrissey.
The Jets carried in again. Anderson Anderson knocks down Miller, and he'll try to drive up the wing for it. Gets by Pionk. Evans follows up. Look to center it back for Anderson. But off the skate of Pionk, Iafallo at center will dump it in. He's hit by Anderson and slashed Anderson back to the leg, and that's going to be a penalty. As Iafallo will go to the box, and the Canadians will get their first power play of the night.
Well, the one thing that you know, and this has been around as long as hockey's been around, is if you get a couple of power plays called against you, it doesn't take much to get one on you, and Iafallo didn't do much, but a penalty nonetheless, and a power play for the Montreal Canadiens. Iafallo in the box for slashing, and it was one on the shin pads in the neutral zone on Anderson after the hit right there, just on the shin pads. But like I said, it was not going to take much. Once you've given 2 power plays, 3 power plays, and a 5-on-3 to the Jets, it wasn't going to take much to have a penalty called on you, and Iafallo gets the slashing call. Montreal is going to try to tighten this one up here.
They're 0 for 4 in the power play against Pittsburgh Thursday. As Hudson will hand it across, Suzuki a drive, steered aside by Hellebuyck. Hudson has got it, played over for Nick Suzuki. Down to Slavkovsky. Slavkovsky hands it off for Nick Suzuki. Suzuki to Laine. Laine down to Caulfield, fanned on it. He had DeMello in his way. Laine gets it back. Patrick Laine with it. Laine to Hudson. Played over to Nick Suzuki. Suzuki in the corner up high for Hudson. To Laine. Back for Hudson. Hudson off for Nick Suzuki. Down in front, Caulfield trying to get to it. Chopped at by Slavkovsky. Cleared off the glass. Hudson there waiting for it. With his feet, he'll move it for Laine. Patrick Laine. Down to Cole Caulfield. Back for Laine. Laine feeds it over for Nick Suzuki. Halfway through the power play. Slavkovsky behind the net off for Laine. Off his stick, Hudson there to back him up. Played it down for Caulfield. Bouncing puck. DeMello tries to find it. It's backhanded to the point. Hudson gets there in time. Now he's got to fight off Lowry, but he did a good job to keep it in the zone. Laine will pick it up again. Laine to Hudson. Pass across. Nick Suzuki's got it. Suzuki with a shot goes wide. Laine back on it. Laine waits, shoots, stopped by Hellebuyck, and he'll squeeze it and hold on.
Well, good job by the Montreal Canadiens. Good offensive zone time and some chances here. The quick plays that makes it happen. The little butt back to Suzuki, it's got to happen fast. Down low here, they're going to go down high to low, and then Slavkovsky tries to go out to Caulfield, and he just doesn't get it through. And then how about this little footwork here? Under duress, the presence of mind to use his right skate, kick that puck, keep it alive, and give Montreal an opportunity, and Laine a crack at it.
Newhook won the draw. Gallagher to Matheson. Kirby Dach tried to get it back for Newhook. Broken up. Kupari will give it to Appleton. He'll get to center and lift it in. Heine pressured by Appleton. Puck left for Matheson. He'll start up ice. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Drop back for Newhook, who follows up with it. Newhook enters his zone, leaving it for Doc. Back for Newhook. Check by Pionk. Follows out of the box. Jets kill off the power play. Jammed up on the boards there as Gallagher tries to find it. Newhook got to it. Matheson poked it free, and now it's cleared out. Caden Cooley stops it at center. We'll give and go with Newhook. Newhook will send it in. Hellebuck stops it. Leaves it for Neil Pionk. Around the boards and up for Iafallo. Iafallo working his way in. Curls around with it. Dropped it off. DeMello with a shot. And it's stopped by Montembeau as Jacky goes after Kupari in the corner. And the Canadians are on it. They'll clear it out. Hayden Cooley up the middle. Heidemann follows up with it. Won't corral the puck. And DeMello got it to the point. Cooley knocked it down. Nemesnikov trying to work it free. Armia's there. Armia up ahead for Evans. Trying to catch up to the pass. Knocks down Morrissey. He'll go sliding into the corner. Cleared up ahead for Cole Perfetti. Perfetti drops it. Nemesnikov left it. Chibrikov with a chance right on, and it's snagged by the glove of Montembeau as Nikita Chibrikov looks to keep his hot streak going, the goal streak going. But his opportunity is denied, and a 3-1 Jets lead on Hockey Night at Canada.
Quite like not making the cut of a team, no doubt. A tough pill to swallow for Mark Scheifele and Nick Suzuki, who are both deserving but left off Team Canada's Four Nations roster. Their coaches must love their responses, though. Scheifele 5 points in 4 games since being delivered the news, including 2 game-winning goals. Suzuki 4 points in 4 games. No shame in being cut from Team Canada. How you respond, though, is important, and both Suzuki and Scheifele showing a lot of character on the ice, guys.
Well, there are going to be injuries as you get climbed closer to that Four Nations Cup, so you want to be playing well all the way through. It shows well if they have to replace some guys. You never know, it could be you.
Anderson will knock it by Miller and out. Perfetti turning away from Gallagher, put it off the glass, and it's back to center. Caden Cooley is on it. Long pass over to Anderson, flipped into Dvorak, goes after it. Batted around, Gallagher there waiting for it. Hands it off, Anderson to the point. Cooley to Matheson. Sidesteps Chibrikov, and his shot goes wide. Anderson got hit at the side of the goal in the face. Dvorak hit to center for Matheson. Gallagher will backhand it in. Miller goes after it. Anderson right on him to finish the check. Chibrikov will bring it up for Winnipeg. Off for Nemesnikov. Over the line, dropped it. Chibrikov feeds it across, and Stanley snapped it wide of the net. Cleared off the glass and out by Armor Jacky as Dvorak at center will back it off the boards back in. DeMello up ahead for Velarde. He's met by Dvorak. Caulfield on the puck. Savard got it up for Slavkovsky. Back to Armor Jacky. Slavkovsky flips it over. Savard will go after it. Jacka, long feed ahead for Nick Suzuki. And it's called on the offside. Matthew Tkachuk of the Florida Panthers visit his former team, the Calgary Flames, in the second late game tonight on the network. 10 Eastern, 8 Mountain on Sportsnet 1 and Sportsnet West.
Well, Morrissey having himself another solid year. Just plays so steady. You know, his puck movement, his exits out of his zone. He can skate it out. He walks the blue line as good as anybody in the National Hockey League. He's got a really above-average shot placement. A good leader as well.
DeMello hands it off for Morrissey. Long pass ahead, caught by Velarde. Backs it over to Shifley. Got the shot away, and Montembeault made the save. Matheson was knocked down. Caulfield at center, hands it out for Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky centered in front for Caulfield, taken away. Now worked up by Kyle Connor for Velarde. Flip to the net, glove by Montembeault, and he'll hold on to it.
Well, I mentioned the depth of the passing and how deep they're getting them from. Here's one that's going to come from the hash marks, a flipper to Velarde, and he just lays it right over, and Shifley skates right into it. Montreal has the numbers back, but again, if you can clear that first line of defense at the red line, you've got all that speed going in, and Shifley wide open. And Montreal has got to pay more attention to the speed that's coming at them. Really important.
Newhook takes a draw against Lowry. Lowry wins it. Niederreiter trying to get to it, now does. Hands it out for Appleton. Going around the boards. Fleury at the point with it. Fleury flips it wide, trying to get the bounce off the backboards. Newhook is there, spun off of Appleton, and he'll get it up to Kirby Dach. Dach into the jet zone, left it for Newhook, back for Dach. Dach trying to work his way free. Newhook has got it. To the point for Cooley. His shot gets through. Batted away by Hellebuck. Rebound now cleared as Pionk gets it away from the front of the goal with Laine after it. Niederreiter out for Appleton. Back ahead, Niederreiter looks to the net, puts it on goal. Stop man, rebound. Chance for Appleton, and that was knocked away. Jets with a great opportunity there. Lowry going to the net as well. Almost got his stick on the first attempt. Hayden Cooley up for Dach, and he'll tip it in. Stanley's on the puck, and he'll take it around the net. Logan Stanley up for Kupari. Worked into the Montreal end. Heineman has got it. Over to Arber Xhekaj, and lifted back down the ice into the Jet zone. Stanley goes after it. He's met by Evans. Armia trying to play it. It's off the outside of the net. Heineman takes a whack at it. Armia trying to move it free from the stick of Miller. Comes loose for Rasmus Kupari. Will get it up. Arber Xhekaj with the dump it in. Hit his own man. Armia kicks free for the Jets. Follow. Pass across. Kupari trying to get it back over to Morgan Barron. Couldn't knock it down out of the air, and Armia will get it to center. Morrissey moves it out. Kupari on it again. In over the line. Cuts in the middle. The shot, and it's blocked by Xhekaj. Morrissey slides that free for Barron. He's checked by Heineman. Jake Evans follows up with it. He'll turn back into his own end. Savard for Xhekaj. Up the wing for Anderson. Tipped into the third row of seats, and there's a souvenir for the fan.
Well, Montreal with a really nice deflection up in the slot here on the shot from Gouli. Tipped straight down by Dach. Nice save there by Hellebuck. And then Appleton driving to the net. They're going to see the rebound right here. Comes right to him, and he can't get it in. And Kupari cruises into the middle of the ice, tries to go upstairs, stick side. Montembeault says, not today. Connor Hellebuck saves are routine and easy. He just makes them look routine and easy, and that's how good a goaltender he is. Every shot that comes to the net looks like he's set and ready to handle it. He tracks the puck as good as anybody. And just the confidence he exudes in the net just spreads right out to his defense core and right up the ice to the forwards. You know when he's in the net, there are very seldom there's going to be any easy ones he's going to give up. And it took a pretty good shot from Lane Hudson to beat him here on this one.
Hudson will dump it in. Hellebuck stops it back to the goal, plays it out for Pionk. Now Hudson got it in deep in the corner. Pionk checked by Anderson, draws a penalty here. And this will get a crowd in the corner as Anderson's going to go to the box.
Well, one thing I've noticed with Josh Anderson over the last month or so is his physical game has really picked up. And I think it's one of those things that you really, when he is playing with that little bit of edge, he's a tough guy to play against. And he's had a few situations tonight where he's banged some players around. You remember Iafallo gave him a slash after hitting the neutral zone, and they're a little overzealous on the Pionk hit, and he'll go to the penalty box and be in there for 2 minutes or less. But I love it when he plays that way. I love it when he plays on the edge, when he's using that big body and that big frame to bang opponents around, make them keep their heads up. And I think he plays his best hockey when he's playing like that.
So the Jets go to the power play again. 4th time tonight, 2 for 3 with a man advantage. Scheifele lines up against Dvorak. Devin Bird scored for the players before they drop it. Now Scheifele won it. Here's Morrissey up with it. Morrissey throws it towards the net, goes wide. Dvorak after it, he'll find the open lane, and he gets it down the ice. Hellebuck sets it up for Morrissey. Morrissey leaves it. Connor follows up with it. He's got it through center, dropped it out for Scheifele. Over to Cole Perfetti. Morrissey trying to go back down deep, broken up. Savard will clear it. Hellebuck up it for Morrissey. Kyle Connor winds his way up through center, hands it off to Scheifele. Perfetti back for Scheifele, and then Perfetti knocked over again. Now Savard goes after Scheifele. Scheifele back to the point for Morrissey. Scheifele to Perfetti with a shot, stopped by Montembeault. Morrissey. Cole Perfetti got it across, right in tight for Artie. Great chance, trying to go back the other way, and he couldn't be Montembeault. Morrissey pressured by Evans at the line, and Evans will get it out. Now Morrissey goes to dump it back in. He's knocked down by Evans. Puck is underneath him. There goes Savard getting mixed up with Scheifele again. Perfetti jumps on the puck. Over to Scheifele. Dropped it. Connor right in. Snapped him right on. It's knocked down by Montembeault. He'll cover it up and hold on. And here goes Scheifele and Savard again. And that time Scheifele might be going to the box.
Well, I think you're right. I think that's the one that pushed Scheifele a little too far. And he did a good job of ignoring Savard, and it turned into a really great scoring chance as Savard got caught up with him at the blue line, and then all of a sudden it was like a 3-on-1 going to the net. So at the end of the day, it was Scheifele after the play to the net gets up and throws a right at Savard, and that's going to negate the power play that Winnipeg had, and a pretty good looking one at that. They had 2 or 3 glorious scoring opportunities. I'm not sure what incited Savard to start with, as it was down to my left corner here. I couldn't really see it, but there's a good shot by Perfetti, and here's a shot to the net from Scheifele down to Velarde, and he tries to pull it across. Montembeault can't do it. And then up at the top of the blue line is where all the shenanigans kind of started, and then Savard came up and gave Scheifele a shove, but Scheifele ignored it, and then they just attacked the net. Connor had a really good scoring chance off of that.
Morrissey a little slow to get up after taking that shot in front of the bench as well. As Hudson's got it. A little bit of 4-on-4 hockey here. Caulfield up with it, dropped it off. Kanan Gooley to Lane Hudson. Hudson tries to shake off Iafallo. Hudson for Cooley. Kanan Cooley to Cole Caulfield. Now Nick Suzuki with it. Throws it all the way back into his own end. Montemore will leave it for Cooley. Anderson's out of the box. Canadians now on the power play. Lane Hudson drops it back. Suzuki builds speed through center. Hits the line, banks it off the boards, goes after it on his own. Tied up by Pionk. Goes down to the ice with Pionk. Slafkovsky up with the puck. To the point for Hudson. Lane Hudson over to Patrick Laine. Draws for Caulfield. Jumped over his stick. Suzuki gets in front of Pionk. Slafkovsky trying to pull it out back behind the net. It's in the skates of Fleury. Rolled to the point for Hudson. Lane Hudson hands it off for Caulfield. Cole Caulfield waits up high for Hudson. Pass across. Laine's got it. Down for Suzuki off his stick. Caulfield trying to move it back to the net. Hayden Fleury after into the corner. Laine gets there first. Suzuki pressured by Fleury. Rolled it around for Caulfield. Caulfield for Slafkovsky. Hudson over to Laine with a shot, and it's stopped by Hellebuyck.
Well, Laine, who has scored many goals here in Winnipeg and for the Jets organizations themselves, has got 3 power play goals thus far. This is a guy who can score from far out. He's got such a great release, and this one here comes to the net with some authority, and Connor Hellebuyck squeezes that one in tight, doesn't bleed any rebounds.
Heineman gets knocked down off the draw. And they're going to check on Heineman here, and I think we're going to have another Winnipeg penalty.
A hand never went up.
A hand never went up.
A hand did not go up at no point. I'm not sure if how the stick hit him. Was it a follow through for a puck or not? But it looks like they are going to make a call.
Winnipeg 22, minor penalty, high sticking.
And again, I did not see an arm go up on the ice.
No, you're right.
But Heineman went down right away, and the referee was looking at it here. We'll have another look here as right there the stick comes up and clips him. But is it his own stick? Does Appleton come up and hit the stick of Heineman and his own stick come up and hit him in the face? That's a possibility, and that may be what the crowd is upset about and the Winnipeg bench as well. A 2-man advantage for 30 seconds for the Montreal Canadiens. What an opportunity to get back in this.
Slafkovsky to Lane Hudson. Hudson skates it in, dropped it off for Nick Suzuki. Over to Laine. Laine down to Caulfield, back for Laine. Suzuki in tight, pass through the crease. Caulfield trying to get a hand on it, fired off the boards by DeMello and cleared down the ice. Suzuki will carry it up to center. 5 seconds to go on the Scheifele penalty. Nick Suzuki dropped it back. Lane Hudson has got it. Hudson to Laine. Drive, stopped by Hellebuyck. Oh, and he knocked it down out of the air. What a stop by Hellebuyck. So far tonight, he's winning that one-on-one battle with Patrick Laine as Hudson gives a shimmy and a shake through center. Brings it into the jet zone, dropped it for Laine, got away from him, and Suzuki goes back to get it. Laine follows up and will bring it in. Laine had his stick checked, and the Jets clear it again. Montemore sets it up for Matheson. 44 seconds to go on the power play. Back for Newhook.
Last minute of play.
Newhook gets the Winnipeg line, leaves it for Gallagher. Matheson with it, over to Kirby Dach. Popped away from him, Fleury up the boards. Dach trying to kick it in the corner, got it to Heineman. Off for Gallagher, one-time shot blocked by Nemesnikov. Heineman will settle it down. Heineman for Newhook, back to Heineman. Neil Heineman has a look around, watched by Connery, got his stick in the way of the pass. Matheson back for Heineman. Tried the cross-ice pass for Dach, broken up. Kyle Connor's got it. He'll take it for a skate. Connor drops it. Nemesnikov coming in, poked away by Matheson. And that'll do it for the power play. Appleton returns to the ice. Matheson up to center, will backhand it in. It's right on net. Hellebuck slides it over for DeMello. Dropped it back for Logan Stanley. Picked off by Jake Evans. Evans had a look around, goes to the point. Cooley throws it towards the net. Near shot, stopped by Hellebuck, right at the horn.
Get the feeling that no matter what, you're taken care of with BetMGM. BetMGM, the sportsbook born in Vegas.
Well, I'm not sure if Connor Hellebuck heard the comments from Patrick Laine, but he might have, as that was a save. The puck popped up into the air and had the potential of hitting him and going into the net, but the presence of mind to track it and knock it out of midair and out of harm's way. Connor Hellebuck, what a beautiful save.
Saturday headlines coming up in our second intermission as the shots are 10-9 Montreal in that second period, but Kyle Connor with a goal for Winnipeg. Jets lead it 3-1 through 40 on Hockey Night in Canada. 3-1.
Welcome to the second intermission. Time for the Saturday headlines, as always, with Elliot Friedman. And Elliot, Igor Shesterkin, 5 goals for the 5th time today. is an absolute disaster with the New York Rangers.
It was unbelievable to watch. You're at home, Madison Square Garden, Saturday afternoon. It's 5-0 Kings after 25 minutes, and it's not going to be a surprise for anyone to hear that the Rangers are open for business. Now, they've already traded Jacob Trouba. They've let it be known that Chris Kreider's available. They have some untouchables like Shesterkin, who they just signed, and there are no move clauses. But Ron, I think they're willing to consider all options. They want to hear ideas people have, and they're listening to what could be out there for them.
So the freeze for Christmas is happening on December the 20th. No trades can happen in that week. Is anything percolating right now?
Yeah, there's a few things going. We had one today, and we'll get to a bit more on that in a second. But there are some names out there that people are hearing from. Now, one of them we're going to see tonight in the back end of our doubleheader, and that's Trent Frederick of the Boston Bruins, unsigned for next year. I've been around long enough to know that what's true today may not be true tomorrow when it comes to contract negotiations, so I'm not going to handicap it. But they definitely, Bruins are getting a lot of calls. What are you thinking here? Will you keep him? Will he be available? He's a guy that's definitely got a lot of interest. In Vancouver, reports surfacing this week that they are trying to move defenseman Vincent Desharnais. Unfortunately, this just hasn't worked out as well as player and team have hoped. I did hear a little bit the Canucks preferred draft picks in return because they wanted some roster and cap flexibility. But the Canucks, I have now heard, are willing to consider all options in order to help get Desharnais a fresh start. Cam Fowler was traded today from Anaheim to St. Louis. He is playing for the Blues tonight, and he is making his debut as he flew. Luckily, they weren't at home, so he could get to Dallas for the game. Jeremy Biakabatuka and a second-round pick were the pieces in exchange for Fowler. Then the Blues made Brandon Saad a healthy scratch tonight. Saad is in the third year of his contract. He has one more year remaining at a $4.5 million AAV. He's a two-time Stanley Cup champion, and the Blues would like to move him. He's got a no-trade clause, but I'm told he's been willing to consider some other options, so that's another one to keep an eye on, Ron, as we head to the trade freeze.
Lastly, Elliot, you wanted to reach out to Robin Leonard if you could.
Yeah, so last night, viewers who are active on social media, everybody was very worried about some concerning social media posts he made, and everybody here at the NHL and Sportsnet and Hockey Night in Canada wanted to let Leonard know that we're with him, we're thinking of him, we support him. I know there were lots of attempts made today to reach out to him and say whatever help you need, it will be given to you. But everybody in the hockey world is rooting for Robin Leonard, and we just want him to be okay.
Amen, Elliot. Yeah, Robin, you should not be alone suffering, and you're not. We'll come back with the panel. Thoughts on our 3 early telecasts on Hockey Night in Canada next.
Men's clothing provided by Jack Victor.
So we're featuring outdoor rinks throughout the course of the night of the 6 Canadian clubs on Hockey Night in Canada. That's Nathan Phillips Square. Beautiful Nathan Phillips. It's a fountain in the summer, a rink in the winter. They have their Cavalcade of Lights celebration going on now through January the 7th. Since it's at the foot of City Hall, I would say if you're a skater, listen to everybody's counsel, but follow your own. That's the best way to be a great skater.
Tons of rodents around there, too, in the summer.
That's nice to share.
We used to stay there all the time. Raccoons everywhere.
That's like Gretzky telling the story of Kenny Linsman playing against him when he was 14 years old. The Rat.
Was there.
That's a segue. That makes no sense either. How about the game in Detroit, Kevin?
Okay, so like once upon a time, Rick Bowness was here, and we talked about how he always would say one mistake, not two. So that applies on this goal. The pass here off Austin Matthews. Okay, there's one turnover. That shouldn't hurt you. Now, it's a 2-on-4 with a Red Wing coming off the bench, but all 4 Leafs puck watching. You end up having 5 Leafs in the house. But everyone's watching the puck carrier here, which is DeBrincat and Patty Kane, and Kopp gets open. He finds Seider coming late. Look how late Seider comes, and he gets that pass and puts it in. So the one mistake, too, kind of hurting the Leafs right there. But the power play. So back in Tuesday again in New Jersey, they had the 5-forward look. They gave up so many chances against. They gave up 2-on-1s again, 2-on-1s against. Didn't quite capitalize. So, like, obviously what you're giving up doesn't, make sense. This was the first power play of the game tonight. They had Riley back against on this unit against the Ducks on Thursday, and you see a very stagnant Marner. Marner, to me, is the key to this unit. Yeah, Nylander, Matthews make plays, but it's Marner. This is Marner, though, on the goal in the second power play. Now he gets moving. So he's going to start over here, and then watch this lines here. We're going to make it really nice and easy for the viewers here, so you can see all the ground he covers. He's behind the net. Remember, he started out in the top blue line, goes all the way around behind the net, stops. You got to give him this freedom, especially on the power play, much like a McDavid. Everybody else can kind of read off of him, but he's the guy. Now look at him, net front. So he's covered almost every position right now. He's going to get this puck. He's going to demand it. And when it comes to him, he's going to get going in the carousel here, and he's going to end up fighting. Long clip, but look at all the skating. You don't typically see a guy moving this much in the offensive zone on a power play, and he makes an unbelievable play eventually to Matthews for the empty net goal, and that's when you're going to see Marner at his best. And that's tough to defend. Yeah. Tough to coach, like, hey, go this way all the way. No, you can't tell him. You got to let him do it naturally, but how do you defend that?
Well, you're right. That was a long clip.
and you're also right. You listen to everyone's counsel, but follow your own. And clearly, Marner followed his own counsel.
There you go. Trying to find Marner through all the lines.
Right. So back to me for the next one? No.
Why don't you do the Jets too, Kev?
I'll do the Jets.
We're all tired of listening to you.
Okay, the power play. So a big story in the Winnipeg Jets-Montreal game, but in a different way. You show Marner with the freedom, the movement. So the Winnipeg Jets have the best home power play in the league, operating at 36%. This power play is about the puck movement. So for them, they are looking for seam passes. And at times, you saw Scheifele looking for the seam pass across to Connor. But it's actually Velarde that gets the goal on the goal crease pass across. And so if you're defending this, if you're shorthanded, once you get beaten on one seam pass, you sort of collapse or make sure you don't get beaten on the same look. So here, they're persistent. They don't get on the first look. They stay with it. So for them, great crisp passing on all their passes, too. There's tremendous pace. So even though they get a stick on it, they're great at their puck retrieval. So great support and puck movement.
It's great having you back, though.
You got 40 seconds, Cal.
Ottawa. So lots of players on Ottawa playing so well this game. I'm going to focus on Batherson, though. He does so many little things. Like, this is a complete player now. He's talked about it, intercepting the puck in the neutral zone. He wants to be a trustworthy player. Now, look at the battle. Like, he's got such a heavy stick, that strength. Unfortunately for Pettersson, he didn't return from that heavy hit, but he uses his size so well. He's 6'3", 200 pounds. He's a big man with tons of skill, and the way that he competes now, every single game, he is a treat to watch, along with a lot of his teammates having a good game. I would say, agree with Harner, Ryan, and Sam, Pittsburgh is looking to wear down Ottawa after that back-to-back.
Yeah, and they traveled last night too, Cal, but Allmark looks good.
All the way from Raleigh.
Like I said.
Yes, like you said, Kev. Listen, next stop on our little magic carpet ride on rinks, the Canopy Rink at the Forks in Winnipeg. Jen, you'll like this one. This is kind of Winnipeg's version of the Rockefeller Center. You can skate for free when you are at the Canopy Rink. Our coverage on Hockey Night in Canada will continue in a moment.
Canadians have work to do, down 3-1 to the Winnipeg Jets. It's time for Stats After 40, brought to you by Desjardins Financial Group. Wherever you're headed, Desjardins is here to assist. And outside the scoreboard, a fairly even game stats-wise. Canadians a little heavier on the body, but when they've taken it too far, the Jets have made them pay on the power play. And it has seemed this season when the Jets are on, their power play is on. No doubt that's the case tonight. The Jets snapping the puck around, and that's led to 2 goals you really can't fault Canadians goaltender Sam Montembeault on. We showed a stat pack earlier in the show. That hot streak the Jets were on to start the year, their power play was clicking at over 30%. Their last 15 games, it was under 20%. Quite simply, when working, the Jets power play wins them games. It's the difference right now in this game tonight, guys.
Here we go with a big period number 3 on the way as Lane Hudson comes up with it off the boards for Anderson. He'll backhand it in as Dvorak tried to get to it. Appleton was there, poked away by Lowry. Niederreiter up for Lowry, pushed out by Matheson. Lowry will turn and dump it in off the glass. Lane Hudson is on the puck. Hudson around the wing, Gallagher there, and he'll fire it down the ice. Anderson goes after it. Hellebuck there to clear it away. Kick free by Dvorak, but Lowry comes up with it. Dylan DeMello will clear it out at center. Niederreiter's there, and he'll send it in. Matheson off the board. Shifley with a drive on net, steered away by Montembeault. Hudson will hand it off, and now it's Gallagher that's got it through center, and he'll backhand it in. Hellebuck sets it up for Pion. Chased by Cole Caulfield. Pion brings it into the Canadian zone. Caden Gooley after it. Back for Jackeye. Up on the wing for Caulfield. Turn pass for Jackeye and out to center. Gooley will send it in. Pion up around the glass, and it's picked up, and Kyle Connor was wide open at the blue line for the breakaway feed, but it got tipped away at the last second. Jackeye gets in front of Velarde. Dumps it in, then Jackeye goes after Shifley a little. That's been an ongoing battle tonight, too. There's Fleury with it. Pass up through center, off the stick. Up Perfetti and into the seats.
Well, if you're the Winnipeg Jets, you've got yourself a 2-goal lead here in the third period. That should be plenty enough to take this home, but the Montreal Canadiens will strive to tighten this one up here. There's a turnover. If that thing comes right through, I mean, he's gone. That would have been a clear-cut breakaway. Montreal doesn't score a lot of goals. I mean, the last 7 games they've played, plus the one tonight, they've only got 19 goals. That's about 2.5 goals a game. It's hard to keep it that tight to the vest if you're not scoring that many goals in win hockey games, especially against a guy like Connor Hellebuck, right? I mean, doesn't allow a lot of goals.
The Jets score a lot in the third. They have 44 third-period goals, most in the NHL of any period by any team. Here's Morrissey with a shot, trying to get one through. Perfetti comes up with it. Cole Perfetti dumped it down. Chipperkov behind the goal in the battle with Lane Hudson. Hudson comes out with it, up for Laine. Patrick Laine to center, and it's brought up by Newhook. Newhook cuts across, looks around, dumped it back in the net for Kirby Dach. Off his stick, Laine has got it. Patrick Laine trying to get away from the Nemesnikov. Pass over to Lane Hudson. Hudson checked by Chipperkov, but he'll get it down for Dach. Up high to Laine. Patrick Laine drags it, holds on, goes to Hudson. Lane Hudson shot tipped off the post. Dach got a piece of it, and it got in behind Hellebuck, but it hit the post. Nemesnikov on his own will fire it in the Canadiens' end. Here's Savard up with it. Head for Armia. Armia through center, off the stick of Kupari. Hellebuck is going to play it. Knocked down by Armia. Armia tried to feed the point for Barron, but it was broken up by Morgan Barron. And Kupari will send it across. Matheson goes after it. Justin Barron up on the puck, slides it by Morgan Barron as Jake Evans will get it up to center. He'll dump it in. Out of the net is Hellebuck. Heineman got there first, knocked down by Stanley. Armia moves the puck free. Iafallo bumped by Armia. Heineman in a battle in front of the net with Stanley. Now Heineman goes after Iafallo as Jets will clear it. Stanley gets to center. Morgan Barron bats it in and hits Justin Barron.
That was like running into a redwood tree. Heineman running into Stanley. That was a dead drop right there. And Montreal almost tightened this thing up big time on a shot to the net from Lane Hudson. Laine sets him up here, and he pulls the trigger on this through traffic. And Kirby Dach, I think, gets a piece of this. We'll have a look at it here. Yeah, it might have a piece of that, and it went off the inside post and didn't hit Hellebuck on the way back in. So certainly a break for the Winnipeg Jets. That would have went a long way for the Canadiens if that could have found its way into the net. A much better game tonight by the Canadiens for sure. I mean, you look at the debacle in Montreal with Pittsburgh, and it's a lot to get over in a few days, but they've done a nice job of coming in here and playing a pretty solid game on the road.
Well, that game against Pittsburgh, first time allowing 9 goals at home since October '98 against Boston, and they allowed 6 goals in the third period for the first time since February 1972 against the Rangers. So it was quite the night, not the kind of night that they wanted, and need to have a bounce back performance here. They trail the Jets by 2. Fleury throws it towards the net and wide. Kyle Connor will grab it, throws it on net. Kicked out by Montembeault. Scheifele tied up by Matheson. Dvorak has got it. Dvorak up the center, hands it off for Gallagher, and he tried to leave it for Dvorak, but it's a delayed offside. And now we'll be blowing down, and a slashing call coming up as well against the Jets, so the Canadiens get a power play.
That's a simple, like, 10-foot pass over to the wall, and you can't complete it. And that really messes things up as Connor turns around and tries to just fire this to the net. Montembeault with a great right leg save, and there's the penalty right there. The stick getting smashed out of the hands. Connor will head to the box. The Montreal Canadiens will head on the power play. Their last power play looked pretty good. They moved it around pretty good, had 2 or 3 good quality chances. The quicker the puck movement, I think it opens it up a lot more. The bang-bang plays seem to be working for them. That down low up into that bumper spot.
Stanley comes up with it off the boards, and he'll clear it down the ice. Montembeault will send it up back to the net. Lane Hudson there to take it. Hudson up to center, drops it back. Suzuki to Caulfield, off his stick and tipped in. Stanley lost it. Caulfield up high. Hudson's got it. Played it over to Laine with a drive, and it's steered away as Caulfield jumps on it. Back for Lane Hudson. Over to Nick Suzuki. He'll shoot. Blockered away by Hellebuck. Hudson's got it back. Hudson down to Slavkovsky. Up high for Nick Suzuki. Laine back for Suzuki. Down in tight. Caulfield trying to get to it. Laine at the point will keep it in. Patrick Laine throws it back for Lane Hudson. Hudson over to Nick Suzuki. Suzuki up high to Hudson. Iafallo got a piece, but Hudson's on the puck for Nick Suzuki. Down across, Slavkovsky, and it blocked by Hellebuck. And the clearing attempt is stopped, and a hooking penalty against the Canadiens will negate the power play with Caulfield going to the box.
Well, they looked for Caulfield in that bumper spot. That's the one that I think was the best opportunity. The quick shot from the slot would not give Hellebuck a lot of time here, but that was a great play by Hudson. He telegraphed like he was going to Suzuki all the way, and then he shifts his body and comes back to Laine, but it did not fool Connor Hellebuck as he was there to meet that shot. And here Slavkovsky tries to jam it in, and there's the hook by Caulfield on Iafallo as he was trying to play that puck. And that will negate the power play. 53 seconds left on the Winnipeg penalty, so they'll have a power play shortly.
Mesnikov on the draw. Pionk down for Cole Perfetti. Cooley on him. Perfetti driving the net. Can't get a shot away. Matheson will slide it over to Newhook, who reverses it back behind the goal for Cooley. Here comes Newhook. Into the Jet zone. Dropped it off for Kirby Dach. Dach to the point for Matheson. Off his skate. Hooked over to Newhook. He'll tip it back to Cooley. Could have been a little dangerous for the Canadiens there, but they bail out, and now the puck gets tipped out of play.
It's the one thing that's kind of stuck with me tonight with the Montreal Canadiens. Their passing is just not good enough. I mean, they're working hard. They skate hard. They've got good speed. They've got good pace to their game, but they're passing. I mean, simple passes that are in people's skates, like like I was mentioning the last shift, Dvorak's got an 8-10 foot pass to Gallagher, and he throws it behind him going into the zone, and it just discombobulates all the rhythm of the game. Your passing has to be better.
Scheifele and Newhook line up for the faceoff. Scheifele wins it. Morrissey. Back of the goal. Now starts out with it. 10 seconds to go in the Connor minor before the Jets will go to the power play as Scheifele will carry it up through center. Brings it in, throws it across, and it comes out. Morrissey will back up at center. Connor's out of the box. Winnipeg on the power play. Morrissey back for Scheifele. Scheifele hits the line, knocked away by Matheson. Evans will settle it down and play it over to Armia. Armia cuts into the Jet zone. Long wrist shot right on, and it's handled by Hellebuck.
Well, Laine's not the only ex-Winnipeg Jet trying to score on Connor Hellebuck. There's the old Armia as well. Spent some years here in Winnipeg. And short-handed. There's no sense trying to make something out of nothing. Just lay it at the net. You never know. He cruises in, he gets a bit of space. Morrissey gives it to him. He's no threat, especially with Connor Hellebuck back there, but why not take the shot, face off 200 feet from your end.
Armia's most goals against any opponent comes against two of his former teams, 7, which he has against Winnipeg and Buffalo. Looking for number 8 here tonight as they slide it by Scheifele. Armia put it off the outside of the net. Evans is there. He'll bat it back out to center. Savard backs up with it. Half a minute to go on the Jets power play as Savard will slap it down the ice and Kyle Connor will take it. Here comes Morrissey. Drops it back for Scheifele. Kyle Connor hands it off for Velarde. Back for Connor. Checked on the boards by Jackeye. Pass in front, broken up by Evans, and he dives to knock it away from Perfetti. Armia helps out as well. The Canadians get it out.
I think the Jets guilty of not having enough speed coming through the neutral zone. Montreal, nice job sniffing him out as they cross the blue line.
Connor to Scheifele. Mark Scheifele trying to stay on the puck, knocked down by Caulfield. And the Canadians get it back. Savard up with it. Head for Dvorak. Dvorak gains the zone, snaps it on net, knocked down by Hellebuck, but he's able to put the glove on it and get the whistle in front of the Winnipeg net. Jake Evans with a great defensive effort here to reach out with a stick and knock it away as the Jets are up by 2 on Hockey Night in Canada. Fun when the Canadians make their only visit to town. Fans enjoying it tonight, but this game is a close one, and the difference has been the special teams. Winnipeg with the 2 power play goals. The Canadians unable to get a power play marker yet tonight.
Yeah, I mentioned that a bit earlier, Barts, that the Canadians have had a decent road game here, considering what they just came off of that loss to Pittsburgh. And it is the specialty teams that have made the difference, and 2 power play goals is the difference in this game. And the 35% power play ranking at home is pretty hard to put them on the power play as often as they have, not expected to do a bit of damage.
Niederreiter tries to deflect it out. Matheson got in the way. Here comes Dvorak. Backhand rebound. Anderson scores! Josh Anderson. He's had a big night, and he finds the back of the net. And the Canadians are within one.
Well, nice job hunting pucks, and still a lot of time left in this third period. Now only down by one. Gallagher finishes his check. Good pinch down the wall by Matheson. And then Dvorak throws a backhand to the net, and then Anderson's going to the net. So a lot of little things add up to this goal. And it doesn't all happen if these things don't happen. Gallagher pressure, finish your check. Good job reading off of that. Matheson comes down the wall. The play ends up going to Dvorak. Put the puck to the net. The backhand, it's a hard read for goaltenders. A rebound is created, and who's going to the net down the middle of the ice? Josh Anderson, and he buries it. Good play all around for the Canadians.
Fifth of the year for Josh Anderson, who snaps a 19-pointless drought. He's got Montreal within one. Suzuki cheats it back in the net. DeMello after it. Met by Slavkovsky. DeMello up on the wing. Hudson stopped it at the point. A great play. Here's Caulfield for Suzuki. Down low. Slavkovsky can't beat Hellebuck on the short side. Hudson at the point. Holds it in again. Caulfield for Matheson. Pressured by three Jets, but he'll stay on the puck. Suzuki give and go with Hudson. Pass across. Oh, and a great save by Hellebuck off of Caulfield. Kyle Connor back the other way into the feet of Velarde. Lost a handle on it. Slavkovsky will turn it up ice as Nick Suzuki dumps it in and then goes down. Here comes Stanley with it. Stanley to center. Dumps it in around the boards. Kirby Dach pressured by Nemesnikov. It'll come free. Spinning is Perfetti. Shot block. Rebound. Nemesnikov. Great chance. Chimbrikov on the doorstep. Just couldn't get his stick on it. Miller fakes the shot. Dumped it in down low. Kirby Dach has got it. What a chance for Chimbrikov. Wide open net. Just couldn't get a piece of it to tip it in as Laine. Comes back the other way. Drops it off. Sent towards net by Gouli, and that got blocked. Caden Gouli up with it again. Gouli around the goal off the boards to the point for Barron. Barron walks the line, hands it out for Newhook. Back of the goal for Kirby Dach. Got bumped to the corner by Stanley. Laine takes the hit. Gouli up with it now as he tries to find the open man. Got it for Newhook. Played it across. Here's Barron on it. Barron cycles down, trying to get it in front. Intercepted by the Jets, and it's cleared out. As Gouli will take it back inside his own line. Handing it off for Laine. Knocked away by Chimbrikov. Newhook will fire it in. Laine goes after it. Fleury first on it. Takes the hit from Laine. Morgan Barron up with a puck. This game's got a little buzz to it now as Savard will hand it off. Here comes Evans. Jake Evans goes it to the far corner. Armiel with it. Left it up the point for Jackeye. However, Jackeye trying to play it back in deep. Now does. Grabbed by Morgan Barron. He'll skate it out to center. Here comes Barron. Charging his way into the Canadian zone and taken into the corner by Savard. Jake Evans back for Savard. Long pass ahead over the stick of Evans. Pionk will turn it back to center. Morgan Barron is on it. Barron throws it in on net. It's gloved by Montembeault, and he'll hold on.
Well, a plethora of scoring chances here at both ends. First of all, Slavkovsky's going to get a really good opportunity here. Coming back down on the short side by Suzuki. Tries to go straight upstairs, no goal. And then how about this one right through the seam to Caulfield. He can't beat Hellebuck. And then you go down the other end. How about this one here? Chimbrikov comes across right in front. He can't solve Montembeault either.
groundbreaking TGL presented by SoFi makes its debut, combining cutting-edge technology with live action. This team-based golf league brings PGA stars like Rory McIlroy, Tiger Woods, and Ricky Fowler into an electrifying mix of simulator and turf golf. Season begins January 7th on Sportsnet. Here's Morrissey. Trying to fish that one through. Got it over to Kyle Connor. Connor drops it off. Velarde goes after it. Tangled up by Cooley. Puck is not free. Connor trying to get it in front for Scheifele. Tipped away, and here comes Gallagher. Gallagher up ahead for Anderson. He'll track it down. Fights off to Mello. And Josh Anderson ends up on the ice. Puck was underneath him. He gets back up, moves it to Gallagher. Back to the point. Hudson from Matheson. A drive, and that sails over the net. Hudson is on it once more. Can't flip it by Velarde. And Velarde will battle his way to center. Now gave it off for Scheifele. Dropping it for Kyle Connor. Connor curling in the corner with it. Connor to Scheifele off a stick and cleared out as Fleury goes back to center to get it.
That was a great job by Hudson to battle Velarde but not take a penalty. Stayed on puck, kept his feet moving. That was a tough turnover at the blue line. He didn't have a lot of space.
Caulfield to center, will dump it in. Hellebuck got a piece of it. Keon trying to play it. Lowry up with it. On the boards for Niederreiter and deflected out. A race for it. Justin Barron got there first. Lowry holds on and now will backhand it in. Justin Barron moves it for Caden Gooley. Around the wing, Caulfield off for Nick Suzuki. Suzuki over the line. Slafkovsky's got it. Left it. Caulfield trying to throw it back down low. Now Caulfield after it in the corner. Around the glass it goes. Barron is there at the point. They'll play it back in for Nick Suzuki. Checked by Lowry. It comes free. Niederreiter has got it. And he'll clear it out at center as Appleton helps it down the ice. Caden Gooley holds on behind his own net. Watched by Nemesnikov. Long pass to center line, able to deflect it in. Newhook goes after it. Stanley on it first. Newhook tries to move the puck free. Line in to help out. Kirby Doc there as well. Chipperkoff will get it around for Colin Miller. And Miller will work it up to center. Line got a piece of it. Nemesnikov follows up. Great chance. Pulled it wide. And Nemesnikov will get it deep back of the goal. Perfetti tried a little pass through his legs for Chipperkoff. Here's Miller with a draw. That one sails over the net. It'll come back to center, and Logan Stanley has got it.
Well, smart play by Stanley there. That's a hopping puck coming at him off the shot from Miller. Back off the line. You're better to let it come out of the zone than stay up and try to keep it in, and it bounces over your stick.
Jack-Eye holds on. I have Fallow watching from the top of the crease. Jack-Eye up to center for Armia. Can't tip it by to Mello. So Evans will find it and dump it in as Hellebuck stopped it back to the net, leaving it for Morrissey. Morrissey up the boards, cut out by Jake Evans. Evans will leave it at the point. Matheson follows up, goes to the net, and it's knocked away as Morgan Perrin will skate it out. And he'll get it to center and play it in as Montembeault will move the puck. Armia up for Evans. Hits the Jets line. Throws it across to Matheson. Trying to feed it down low and off the foot of Perrin. Heineman pinned in the corner by Hayden Fleury. Kupari trying to poke it loose. He will as Pionk will come up with it. Pass got away from Iafallo as Lane Hudson will dump it back in. Heineman goes after it. Evans pulls it out for Gallagher trying to go to the net. Couldn't get a clean shot away. Morgan Barron will clear it out. Hudson back on the puck. 5 minutes to go here in the third. It's a one-goal game with the Jets up front 3-2. Caden Gooley lays it up to center. Anderson tipped it. Gallagher driving in. No shot just goes wide. Stanley trying to move it. Pressured by Dvorak. Gallagher trying to track it down. Miller goes off the boards and gets it to center. Settled down by Jack-Eye, then went off the foot of Kyle Connor. Jack-Eye follows up with a bouncing puck. Jack-Eye trying to get around Miller. That doesn't happen. Two of them were tangled up. Velarde Hands it across, and Connor brings it in over the line. Poked away by Kanan Gooley. Velarde follows up. He's hit by Jacki. Now the puck is loose. Scheifele's on it to Morrissey. Shooting. Blockered away by Montembeault. Scheifele at the line. Left it for Morrissey. Throws it through, and that one is blocked. Velarde tangled up with Jacki. He breaks free. Scheifele with a chance, and that one missed. Morrissey's got it now off for Kyle Connor. Connor circling around on the Canadiens' end. Canelo to Morrissey. Morrissey down low. Velarde has got it. Up high to Morrissey. Morrissey with a look around. Around the net he goes. He still has it. Morrissey still on it. Got the shot. Drew the penalty as his stick was slashed, and the Jets will go to the power play.
Well, Vladimir Nemestikov's going to get an opportunity to cut right into his forehand across Savard. Tries to go far side. Montembeault with another save. This one's going down to the wire.
By Polestar, discover a new form of electric performance, and he's been electrifying since entering the NHL. Lane Hutson, a strong candidate for NHL Rookie of the Year. 19 assists this year, finally his first NHL goal. Gary?
And a beauty at that, as unfortunately Brendan Gallagher has taken a slashing penalty right there on the hands. You can see it come right off the top of the stick. Marty St. Louis is not happy about the call. He was giving it to Skilliter the whole commercial break, as now the Canadiens are shorthanded with 3:35 to go in this game and down by a goal.
Face off no good. They'll do it all over again.
I mean, you get a minute and 35 seconds if you can get the kill, and that's plenty of time to get down and get this thing tied up. But more importantly, against a very good power play and already 2 goals tonight, you got to have this kill.
Montreal penalty number 11.
Matheson has got it, and he'll send it down the ice.
Penalty 16-25.
Perfetti dropped it off for Morrissey. Morrissey up to center, swings it back for Scheifele. Scheifele to Kyle Connor. Hands it off for Velarde, tip back, Morrissey over to Cole Perfetti. Perfetti gives it off to Scheifele. Down low, Velarde with it. Velarde skates it out. Velarde to Scheifele in front for Perfetti, and it hopped over his stick. It'll roll out to center, and Morrissey is on it. Josh Morrissey drops it back for Scheifele. Scheifele up through center, left it to Kyle Connor. Played out for Velarde, poked away. Got by Evans, he'll give it to Savard, and Savard will spring Matheson. Matheson snaps it on net. How about the stop? Perfetti back the other way for Winnipeg. Perfetti down the goal, check by Savard. Goes it up to the point. Pionk is there. Back into the corner for Scheifele. Mark Scheifele centered in front. That time for Velarde got away from him and down the ice.
Nice job by Montreal. They have not let Winnipeg, the last 2 power plays, get into the zone and get into their comfort zone. They're getting on them much quicker, taking away time and space, and it's been beneficial.
Nemesnikov for Iafallo. Pressured at the point was Fleury as Jackeye tried to poke it up for Anderson. He would have had room to take off on the wing. Now Caden Dooley goes after it. Niederreiter right on him. Niederreiter swung it around the boards. Pionk is there. Pionk over to Fleury. Fleury down to Nemesnikov. Nemesnikov back to the net. Banked it off the boards for Pionk. His shot goes wide. Gallagher's out of the box. Canadians have killed it off. Fleury trying to throw that one through. It hit Niederreiter. Iafallo in on the forecheck. Nemesnikov has got it. He's in. Stopped by Montembeault. Rebound. Iafallo trying to play it. Lost it. Suzuki takes it away. Nick Suzuki will dump it in. That one ends up getting deflected over the glass.
Well, I'm sure they talked about it on the bench. We turn a puck over, take off. And who takes off? Matheson. Great pass by Savard. He goes high. Hellebuck with the left save. And then down low, Iafallo's going to chip this to Nemesnikov. And he's going to walk right to the net after Jackeye takes a run at somebody in the corner. There is the right time to throw a hit and the wrong time. When you try to throw a hit when you've already got a player in there, that leaves a lot of space for Nemesnikov to walk to the net. Good save by Montembeault.
Montembeault up into the high slot. Matheson forces it in. Morrissey got it out. Hudson at center on it. He'll dump it in around the glass. There goes Montembeault to the bench. Extra attacker comes out. Suzuki plays it for Caulfield. Back to Hudson. Riley is the extra man on the ice. As Matheson to Hudson for Riley. A drive. Save made on. It bounces in the crease. Slavkovsky forced it back to the goal. And Hellebuck reaches back to grab it.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a shot by Laine. I think it's Laine that rips this one. And there's a great left toe save coming from Hellebuck right there. But the rebound hits Slavkovsky up in the chest. And this is going to come right back to the net, right there. The calmness of Hellebuck as he just reaches back. And a chuckle from Hellebuck and being in the right place at the right time. It was the calmness about how he just reached back and grabbed it. Man, oh man, that would have been a big goal for the Canadians if that would have gone off of Slavkovsky and into the net.
Desjardins Financial Group. Wherever you're headed, Desjardins is here to assist.
Well, the Laine shot, and he's had 6 or 7 of them tonight, is a good one. It's right on the mark, and it's a great save. And then there you see Morrissey boxing out Slavkovsky, and the puck hits him, and Hellebuck with a beautiful save. And these two guys have been going at it all night. You heard the trash talk before the game from Laine, but Hellebuck has had his number all 7 times that Laine has put the puck towards the net. A beauty one there towards the end of the second period. He's tracked Laine pretty good.
Suzuki takes the face-off against Adam Lowry with the Canadiens net empty. Morrissey after into the corner. Slavkovsky there. Back of the net. DeMello trying to get to it. Laine was reaching in. Slavkovsky around for Matheson. Matheson holds on. Goes up high. Lane Hudson will settle it down. Plays it off for Laine. Laine back for Hudson. Hudson to Patrick Laine. Laine towards the net. Tipped away by DeMello. Caulfield knocks it free. Matheson trying to play it back to the point. Broken up by Kyle Connor. Matheson's got it back. Connor goes after it on the boards. Went to clear it. It went off Slavkovsky and over the glass into the seats.
The Canadians were looking for a penalty, saying he threw over the glass, but you're right. They went off another player and then over the glass as the Canadians are applying pressure here. Still 20.8 seconds left on the clock, and they've had some good ozone time, and the Jets have had trouble clearing the puck out of their zone. Face-off, of course, is critical as the timeout now will come for the Montreal Canadiens. Or sorry, Winnipeg, as they'll have a look at the defensive structure of this face-off. And you always discuss both sides of the face-off. As long as I've been around this game, coaches like to go, okay, if we win it, this is where we're going. If we lose it, this is where we're going. So obviously there'll be a set play to try to get the puck out of the zone for the Jets. And for the Montreal Canadiens, if you don't win this draw, get on the puck ASAP. You don't want to give the Jets a chance to clear the zone or you're done. They've added a little more time onto the clock. And a real gutsy third period by the Montreal Canadiens. They came into this period down by 2. They found a way to strike on the Josh Anderson goal, and they've played a pretty solid third period here.
Canadiens have not recorded more than 30 shots in a game this season. Twice they've hit 30. They're at 28 tonight. Suzuki and Lowry for the face-off yet again. Suzuki scrambles it. Lowry got a piece of it. Suzuki wanted, threw it back to the point. Nobody home. Hudson's got to race back after it. Hudson has a look up ice. Wants to see where he's going to go. Off the glass to center. Broken up by Iafallo. Nemesnikov, empty net. Scores! Nemesnikov will ice it for the Jets.
Well, the Montreal Canadiens do a good job of scrambling the draw, but Caulfield, who is sitting at the blue line, decides to work himself in towards the top of the circle, looking for the loose puck. But Suzuki thinks he's still back at the blue line, so he throws it there for the release valve, but Caulfield's not there. Now it goes down the other end of the ice. Hudson tries to play it around. It gets picked off, and Nemesnikov buries this into the net, and that'll do it. 6.9 seconds. The Winnipeg Jets will be victorious in this one.
Miller backs up with it. He'll hold on, and the Jets win it 4-2. Winnipeg 6-1-1 in their past 8 home games against Montreal. Their power play clicks for a couple of goals. Connor Hellebuck, another solid outing in the Jets net with a couple of big saves when it counted, and a couple of those big stops came against Patrick Laine. And Winnipeg wins the All-Canadian matchup 4-2 tonight. Lots more to come on Hockey Night in Canada. Ron and the panel are next.